What's going on, Gorehounds? And welcome to another fantastic episode of the Gore Podcast. I'm your not so mean Fluffmaster Supreme, Big Johnny D, bringing this shit show in. However, I'm bringing this shit show in alone. For with me, as always, are my B. Nope. I'm gonna get a different one. Hold on.
Yeah.
We have the maniacal mamma jammas of mayhem. Starting it off with that Chad Daddy, that Dark Lord of Knowledge, that Chattahoochee, Mr. Chad Chrisman.
What's up, bitches?
We have the Duke of the Dead, the host with the ghost, the Dean of the Deceased, Lord Scuba Cabra, Mr. Steve Vasquez.
Hola, mi amigos, y buenas tardes.
And you know him as that killing machine. We know him as that Meat Mountain. Bring it in for Mr. Bobby Amone.
Good evening, guys. It is Monday, and I'm tired.
It is Monday. It is Columbus Day, and we are here. Well, we're going to go be spacemen today because we're fucking talking 2002's Jason X, which is, I'm very excited to talk about today.
Me too,
But
I'm a little sad because this is our last Jason movie we're doing.
for now.
It doesn't have to be.
For now. What's up, King Kong? Rich, Joseph, how you boys doing?
King Kong is my buddy Milo. This is his favorite Jason movie,
Fuck
and
yeah.
he has a birthday in a couple of days, so happy birthday, Milo.
Happy birthday,
happy
Milo.
Happy birthday.
Milo?
Happy birthday.
Hell yeah, boys.
And-
Thanks for joining us.
Joseph is not really my child, but he's one of my former students. So what's up, Joseph?
Hey, what's up, Joe?
Hey, man.
That means he is a child of yours.
He is.
Gene's
I mean,
here.
technically,
Gene's here.
When I see
Gene.
Father Scuba, though, I took it as like Pastor Scuba or
Pastor
like,
Scuba,
Padre.
Reverend,
Now,
Reverend
Yeah.
that's a
Scuba.
scary
Padre Scuba, dude.
Padre Scuba.
Fucking A. What's up, Gene? Welcome. Like I said, today we're talking Jason X, but of course we got to do what we always do. We're going to talk about what the fuck we did last week. So, Mr. Vasquez, if you could please.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for your Slice of Life.
Thank you very
Yes, sir.
much, Scuba. Chad Daddy, how the hell you been, buddy?
Not too bad. It was pretty, just a normal
I got a shit.
average work week that last week, and the kids had off on school Friday, so I decided not to go in for overtime on Friday. Just chilled out at home. My wife took Cameron and Harper and went up to her friend Sarah's. They played with the kids. Her friend has boxers, and they never get them fixed, so they're just constantly like churning out boxer puppies.
Okay.
She had 10 fucking puppies in this litter.
Holy
Wow.
Yeah.
shit. A sperm.
So the kids, they got to go up and play with 10 puppies. They were on cloud 9. My son's been asking about it for weeks, so he finally got to go, so he's pretty happy.
Nice.
I just kind of stayed home. I unfortunately now have beaten God of War Ragnarok and gotten through most of the side quests. That's kind of depressing because now I don't really have anything to play. I guess I can
Oh, you're at the gaming
Good.
conundrum, dude, where you're like, you want to play it, you busted that nut, but you're looking for more.
Yeah, so now
I
I got
get
to
it.
find something else. I mean, I'm probably going to get back into Ghostbusters for a little bit until I find something new.
Bro, I'm hoping the DLC drops this week because I was thinking the same thing. I might hop
It needs to drop soon because
It's almost Halloween. What the fuck?
We got to get Sam Hain in there.
Yes.
I can't wait for that shit, dude.
So I think I'll just play through that, level up some more. What else did I do? Saturday, the kids started bowling leagues, so that begins the 26-week long bowling season. Oh, I'm not kidding, dude. Okay, so you remember in basketball where there's like this little throwaway gag where the basketball announcers are talking about how long the fucking postseason is for basketball, like how long the playoffs are. That's how you feel. That's how me and the wife feel before, like 3/4 of the way through bowling. We're like, my God, let it end soon.
That's
Dude,
cool.
we're at the bowling alley for like 5 freaking hours.
It's a while. That is a while.
Long
That's
ass
a
days.
long day. Yeah.
And then yesterday, my son had a doubleheader soccer game, which sucked because it was raining, it was cold. By the time these kids got to their second game, they just didn't give a shit. They didn't even put any effort into it, and they still lost. But their first game, they played extremely well. They still lost, but they were winning at one point.
Nice, dude.
They looked good out there. They had great teamwork going. So they were up, 2-1 for a while, but they ended up losing 5-2. Like as soon as the other teams tied it up, these kids just kind of lost their momentum, and they unfortunately didn't get it back. And Cameron, my son, decided that he wants to try playing goalie.
Yeah,
Pretty much
man,
it.
after my own heart.
I just really hope he does well because I feel like they should be testing these kids as goalies at the beginning of the season instead of the end of the season.
They always, that's what we always did, man. They always like throw everybody in the hit box and see who could fucking deflect the most, or at least was the widest.
No, I don't know. So he's going to play probably in goal. Well, he's going to at least practice in goal. So he'll
Hell
be
yeah,
tomorrow.
dude.
So if he does well, he could have a natural talent for it. We don't know.
Yo, man. Sometimes kids are more defensive play all the time.
That's mostly what he plays is defense, and he's not bad at it. He's pretty good. So I think he might do well.
Yeah, dude. Like you put them on the aggressive, and they're aggressive, but they're not aggressive enough for the score. But they definitely will like defend their man. You know what I mean? Like I get it, dude, for sure.
Yeah. So I'm hoping he does really well. So even if not, big whoop. These kids are out there having a blast. They don't care. They're having fun.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's what it's all about, bro.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Aside from that, I didn't really do much. I didn't watch any new movies. Yeah, it was just a cold, damp weekend. Hey, Joe Gallo's here.
What's up,
Hey,
Joe?
there he is.
Yo, Joe.
Don't
So,
mind
yeah.
me, guys, looking down. I am consistently sharing here.
That's
So.
that. I'm doing the
I was
same
doing that at
thing.
the beginning. No, aside from that, not much else is new. Scuba Steve, how about you, brother?
Let's see. What did I do? I started vacation on Friday.
Nice.
I did absolutely nothing. I worked Friday night, went home, had a Charlie day on Saturday actually me and I picked up my oldest daughter or didn't pick her up, but she was here at home. I was at Mel's. We didn't do anything on Saturday actually. My weekend was just vegged out. Like I didn't really do much.
That's a good thing, man.
Yeah,
Sometimes
yeah,
you
it
need
is.
those
The best
weekends,
kind of
bro.
weekends.
It is. I needed just just chill out and not do anything. Yesterday I picked up the oldest daughter from home and we went to go have lunch and it was just me, her, and Charlie. And went to go see my grandma for a little bit, and that was it. That I literally haven't done anything. I'm just trying to chill out. I started putting together this do it yourself what are they called? Pool noodle candle, Halloween candle things that you can make out of
Yeah,
pool
where you can
noodles.
you put a little
Yeah.
light and
Hot glue and shit.
Yep.
And yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
So I started putting one together and I was like, okay, cool. I bought 3 pool noodles. I'm gonna be able to get a shitload of candles out of this. No, I made one fucking little bundle of candles, and I'm like, God damn it, I need more pool noodles. So gotta go buy more pool noodles. Gotta go buy more tea lights because I want to put at least 2 of them outside in my little cemetery that I have out there.
Yeah.
And that's really it. And today, Mel and I got to watch this last night. She had never seen it before, and
Makes
so
me happy that
it makes me sad that she's not able to get in the chat because she is at work right now. Because
Okay,
she
that part,
absolutely,
yes.
yeah, she absolutely adored this movie. It was the only Friday the 13th movie that she had never seen because when the box set that I had only went to part 8, it didn't have part 9
the old Walmart one there?
Yeah.
Yep.
So we did see Jason Goes to Hell before, but she had never seen Jason X. And so when I was telling her, like, this is probably one of my favorite movies, she's like, I thought you said it sucked. And I was like, I never said it sucks. She's like, well, people online say said that it sucks. And I'm like, well, they're fucking stupid. Like,
They just don't appreciate
they don't
it.
'Cause
appreciate
they don't
it
understand
for
it.
what it is. It is a
What's up,
great
Milo?
movie. So, and then today we just kind of went back to my grandma's, spent some time with her a little bit more so that way she could see Charlie, and came home, and now I'm here ready to talk to you boys about this film. Bobby?
Yeah.
My weekend was good. Saturday was a bit of a rain washout. We were supposed to go to Sleepy Hollow and then go to a haunted attraction up in New York, but they were all rained out and had some flooding. So that
Which one
didn't
were you
happen.
trying to get to?
We're going to Headless Horseman.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
But they got fucking they were flooded. They
So do you
canceled
get
their,
do you get reimbursement tickets or anything? How does that work?
so you can reschedule for the season,
Word.
or
If you
in
go
the
for
email
the
it says
28th,
that
I'll be there.
no, unfortunately we already have plans for that.
What
We're
the fuck, Bob?
dude, my October gets planned in fucking May.
You ain't the only one, homie. This shit's ridiculous, man. I almost feel I'm already tired out, and we're not even through October. I'm like, whew, my weekends are fucked.
And I love everything I'm doing, but I'm like, man, there's so much shit going on.
Right.
We might be doing the 20th of Friday. We're not sure yet, but you can apparently use the tickets for next year. Apparently,
Oh, that's
we're
good. All right, that's
so
good. That's good.
so we're trying to see what's best. So that was so Saturday was us hanging out with friends and watching horror movies and all that shit. Sunday was also a chill day. Me and my lady just chilled out. We made lunch, and then
I
I
thought
went
he
and
was going to
worked.
say we made love.
I was
Right?
waiting for that too.
I
We
mean
made
that
lunch. We
too.
made love.
love.
We
We made lunch.
what's
We
another,
made love.
what's another
I
L word?
It
We
was
made love, and then we
lustful.
made lunch.
And
It
we
was a
played
beautiful
Legos.
lunch. Anyway, uh, and then last night I worked the haunt that I've been at for many years. I just haven't worked it as much in the past 3.
Yeah,
And it was a
buddy.
good time. I got to swing a chainsaw at people's face and tell them they all suck. And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
the best thing on planet Earth. You get to call someone a cunt and they can't say anything about it. It's a beautiful thing. He called me a name and it's like, I think he's just doing his job. Just saying.
I miss being a scare. I really do. It's been a minute.
Oh, I love it so much.
I
And-
could never be that. I couldn't be scary. I'm too little. I could
No,
be Chuck.
man. No.
That's
No.
some bullshit
But
right
dude, it's
there.
time to go.
You know what? One of the things that scared me the most was one time was this little girl, dude, that just popped out and started crab walking through all their legs one time. in the
Oh,
hallway.
God.
It freaked the fuck out of me. I was like, what the shit? So don't let anybody say that
Yes.
short can't scare, dude, because
Oh,
it
short
definitely
can
can.
scare.
You just got to play it differently. You got to play it weird.
Like,
That's
look
what
at
it
Chucky.
is. Yeah. You got to play it weird and creepy. You can't be like trying to be like towering and menacing or you know what I mean? Like start touching people's thighs or something like that. Tickling
might-
their calves.
That might
Next
be a little.
thing-
That might be a step too far.
It all depends on what kind of house they pay for, buddy.
Exactly. Look, if you feel a sausage, it's fair game
Whoa.
if you're at eye level. But and then we obviously got to watch this wonderful movie, which I am ready and excited to talk about. Johnny, what about you, buddy?
Well, I suited up with my good old group of the Ghostbusters of Central New York this weekend, and we headed out to Syracuse and we did Retro Game Con 2023. Actually, I believe it was Retro Game Con X. It was their 10th one.
Ooh, nice.
And solid fucking con, man. Solid turnout. They had some good voice actors there. They had they had Miles Morales from the new Spider-Man games there. They had Tails from Sonic. Oh my goodness. Nolan North was there. Who else was there? Was a couple. Oh, one of the guys who I thought was the coolest was the voice announcer from fucking NBA Jam was there. And every once in a
Oh,
while,
shit.
he would get on the PA announcement and would
He's
say
on
some stuff.
fire.
Yep. And I was just like, yeah, fucking awesome, dude.
That's
The only
great.
thing I could crap out even more if they got like the OG like fight announcer from MK or something every once in a while, I'd probably like spooge. And speaking of MK, so there's a fighting tournament group out in Syracuse called Syracuse Sucker Punch, and they do a lot of like tournaments, blah blah blah. So they sponsored a big, like 4 tables, I'm gonna say, all together, and it was a trip around memory lane of all the years of Mortal Kombat, and they had every single fucking Mortal Kombat on a different style system from like, so it was like MK1 was on Genesis, MK2 was on Super, MK Trilogy they had on PS1, then they had MK Gold on Dreamcast, then it was like
That is awesome.
fucking awesome. So like day one, saw this dude grinding a little solo on MK1. And I was like, yo, homie, you want to do a round? He was like, yeah, sure. Now I'm gonna throw it out here and don't hate on me, but it was a PlayStation controller, and I was about to fucking spike that shit on the ground because I fucking hate him. But still smoked the dude's ass. I was like, I dabble a little bit. Fucking feed him with cage, like put him down, whatever. And I was like, all right, cool.
Nice.
The next day, because I personally haven't played MK4 in a hot minute. So that was the one I was the most like, ooh, because that's the one I just don't have anymore. Somebody stole it from me. I never picked it back up. And so, yeah, I was playing the Dreamcast one, dude. And then this, like, I don't know, this 13, 14-year-old kid came over. He's like, hey, man, could I play around with you? I'm like, hell yeah, dude. Step on down. So I didn't know his mom was behind me the whole time, right? So once again, pick Cage, he picks Reiko because he's like, he's like, I have the first one. He's like, I got the new one, MK1. He's like, I love Reiko. I was like, hell yeah, dude. He's like, how good are you at this? I'm like, I'm pretty old, man. It's been a long time since I played this. I'm like, so we'll see how it goes, right? So I fucking smacked him up and down.
God.
So then, like, I was like, oh man, good game. We bumped fist and he bounced. And I get up and his mom's there. And she's like, thank you for that. And I was like, excuse me? And she's like, yeah, my son's got the newer ones and he's pretty good. I can see him like beating people all the time. But I told him to go play an older person playing the older games and see how well you fare up. And I was like, oh, thanks.
She's thanking you for basically knocking him down a peg.
Pretty much, dude. She was like, yo, go fight somebody in the OG shit where you can't pull off some of these newer combos and everything, dude, and see how fucking well you do.
That's fantastic.
So, yeah, we were shooting the shit. Fucking dude went over. They had a whole wall of different fucking light game guns. So I was playing some House of the Dead 2, some fucking Virtual Cop. Like, bro, they had a whole fucking 30 years of Doom. So they had all these computers set up with each fucking Doom playing, man. Like, it's just the amount of tube TVs and old computers in half of this convention is just, it's insane. And then the other half's all like elite gaming. So, like, Saturday was all fucking crazy Rocket League tournaments, bro. $1,000 grand prize. Second day was all Modern Warfare 2 fucking tourney shit. They were doing the Bills game in the first, at the beginning of that. Then they went to that. Hey, the Bills brought it back at the end, but then they still lost it.
Of course they did.
Them boys did pretty bad yesterday.
I'm not a Cowboys fan, so
I'm not either. I'm just throwing it out there for anybody else.
I don't watch the foosball. Hockey season starts tomorrow, so I'm all psyched for that.
I didn't watch football yesterday, so
I only watched it because I have friends watching.
I have to enjoy this season of hockey because it's the last season.
It is.
Yeah, it is. It'll be outlawed next year.
It'll be outlawed next year, according to
Joe is very sad because I got this sweet fucking old school Best Buy hardcore, like thick banner, but it's like only like a foot wide, but it's like 4 to 5 foot long, dude. Just old school Halo 3 banner, like pristine. And he's like, "Is that for me?" And I'm like, "No, it's for me to tease you with." He said he's going to break into my house and steal it, so I got to be prepared. But no, man, it was a solid con. We did a raffle each day. We raised about 500 bones. I'll say it, dude. It was a solid con, man. Like, and everything.
You know what you got to do with that Halo 3 banner?
What's that, buddy?
You got to let it fly around November when they fucking bring Game Fuel back.
Is Game Fuel coming back?
Fuel's coming back.
Shut the front door, dude.
Citrus Cherry, and there's another one. And
I hope they do zero. They hope they do zero, though. I hope because
I think so.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
I think so.
Fuck it.
Yeah, Game Fuel is going to be their new, like late in the season annual thing because it's already got planned for being out again next year.
I wonder what game's going to be on it this year. Probably Call of Duty. That's what it is right now. And Doritos.
Maybe I don't remember. I'd have to look.
But no, man, it was a solid con. Once again, like all our raffles that we always do, it goes to the Golisano Children's Hospital right there in Syracuse. And where this con is literally 2 blocks from the hospital. So as a selling point, I'm like, and we're actually donating it right to the hospital, right over there as soon as you walk out of this building. And it was great, man. Like, and then so the guy, I happen to actually know the guy kind of. He's an acquaintance who won the first one, so he was definitely super excited. And then the lady who won the second day was actually a really sweet story because it was her first time getting out to a con in like over 4 years or something because she was in a really bad car accident. So she's been healing and just dealing with mental stresses and stuff like that. And she said, so this is her like first big event, really getting out and like in the mix of people. She said Saturday was a little hard for her. But yeah, she went there both days, dude, and she ended up winning. So I was like, fuck yeah, dude. Like, that's a hell of a way to come back to it all. Like,
nice.
Yeah, she was a very sweet lady. So it was a good thing, man. Met a lot of good people, met a lot of met some cool new friends. And yeah, man, solid con. Always love it. And then I got to come home after being dirt fucking tired because you guys all know being at a con for 2 days just exhausts the shit out of you.
That it does.
I took a really nice hot shower, loaded up a bowl of popcorn, and watched this fantastic fucking flick, to which I'm ready to talk about right now. So, did we have somebody pop in here?
Yep, Gene popped in.
Oh, what's up, Gene? Are you here?
I didn't bring him on. I saw him pop down there at the bottom.
Oh, what's up, bud?
Hey,
what's going on?
Right. I was hoping you'd be able to pop, but I asked him if he wanted to pop in because this is his favorite movie.
Oh,
I love this film.
Awesome.
I love this film.
Hey, Jules.
What's up, Jules? How are you?
Hey, Jules.
Ooh, that is. I don't know if I like that or not.
Too
Go back
close.
to the other one. I think it is. A little too smushed. Yeah, we'll go back to that.
I have notes and notes on this film.
Fantastic.
All right, so we're gonna break into this right now. Chad Daddy, you want to take this one in?
Sure. So we are talking today about Jason X, released April 26, 2002. Gene, when was that?
My birthday.
Your birthday, buddy.
Oh, look at that.
We actually went to see it on his birthday, and he was drunk as
Nice.
a skunk.
Nice.
It was fun. So, in the early years of the 21st century, infamous serial killer Jason Voorhees is finally captured and brought to justice. Unable to be executed, he is cryogenically frozen and put in suspended animation. Over 4 centuries later, the Earth is now uninhabitable but still explored by future generations of humans. A class expedition finds the frozen Jason, along with the woman accidentally frozen with him. Both are taken by the class aboard their spaceship, the Grendel, and reanimated. Now they must fight to survive against an unstoppable evil force that hasn't been seen in over 400 years. Trapped in space, how can these youths survive when even a team of Marines can't stop the immortal Jason? And what will they do when evil gets an upgrade? Directed
Yeah.
by James Isaac, did House 3, aka The Horror Show, and Skinwalkers. Written by Todd Farmer, The Messengers, and My Bloody Valentine 3D. And produced by Noel Cunningham, Deep Star 6 and House 4. Yes, that is Sean's son, by the way.
I mean,
Oh,
better
by
than his dad,
association.
that's for sure.
Cut by
What's up,
genetics.
Tony?
Take it away, Bobby.
Starring Kane Hodder, Victor Crowley, Hayride to Hell as Jason Voorhees, Uber Jason. Lexa, how do we pronounce that last name?
Wig.
Doig? Yeah, Doig, I guess.
Doig.
Andromeda, Chucky as Rowan LaFontaine. Perfect, close enough. Lisa Ryder, Andromeda from. Wow, that's the name of the movie from?
It's a series. It's a series. It's actually
Okay.
really good.
Okay. As KM-14, Chuck Campbell, Stargate Atlantis, Deadly Descent, The Abominable Snowman as Tucson Payton.
Sonoron.
Sooneron.
Sonoron.
Yep, I should have realized that.
It's all good, dude. It's a weird
Melissa.
name.
Yeah, it is. I saw the T and I'm like, yep, no. Melissa Aid, Confessions of an American Bride, Fatal Desire as Janessa Zachary. Peter Mensa, 300, The Incredible Hulk as Sergeant Elijah Brodsky. Melody Johnson, The Virgin Suicides, Jailbait as Kira Kensa Cooper. Derwin Jordan, Nightman, Sons of Anarchy as Waylander. Jonathan Potts, Cruel Intentions 2. Devil as Professor Brandon Lowe. Philip Williams, Tommy Boy, Goodwill Hunting as Trevor Crutchfield Crutch. Dav Tienfenbach, close enough. Knockaround Guys, Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle. Wonderful movie. As
Which
real,
one's better, the first one or the second one? Because I'm not
Fir-
gonna lie, dude. The first
First
one's good,
one's
but
the-
man, that
first
second
one's the
one.
best.
I love the first one. I
Hey,
love the
hey.
first one.
Harold and Kumar Christmas.
That I mean, bro, I like
It's
that.
Oh.
hilarious.
Potatoes in it,
The
dude.
first one, the
Hey,
first
Gene.
one is the best.
Gene, what's your email, real quick? I gotta send you show notes.
Oh, I have what I have. Sorry.
Just text it to him, Gene.
Yep, I will.
Go ahead, Bob.
Christy Angus, the Pink Panther, Kraken, Tentacles of the Deep, as Adrian Thomas. Dylan Burke, close enough. Beastmaster, the series, Thought Crimes, Private Briggs. Amanda Brugel, The Handmaid's Tale,
Hey,
Infinity
never mind. I remember
Pool.
what it is now.
You remember what is?
Gene's email.
You
Oh.
should have it because I have yours.
I say, as Private Gecko. Yanni Gelman, Pretty Little Liars, 47 meters down, as Stony. Total body count, 23. That has to go up a little bit.
Well, it
But
says not
include-
including the
I
space
don't.
station
Yeah.
because we have no idea how many.
Well,
people
I mean,
are out.
but the weird part is you say 23 here, but if you ask the people, it's like it's 28.
It's not 28.
Where do you get 20? I mean, that's a significant more. Where do you get 5 more people?
So I'm trying to think.
Oh shit.
Because like
All
your
right,
biggest body count that you actually see on screen is right in the beginning. Besides
Yeah,
maybe
that's
the
total of- that's
besides the
total of
grunts,
7.
I guess.
If you want to go to the body count in this film, we'll wait for that for the end. It's awesome.
But alrighty, Chad, you did that. I guess Scuba, you want to take over for Chad there?
I will. Let me see. All righty. Music by Harry Manfredini. Cinematography by Derek Underschultz, the Cheetah Girls, Santa Baby. I love the Cheetah Girls. Edited by David Hanman, Deep Star 6, and Wishmaster. Effects and makeup, Bob Hall, Dawn of the Dead, Texas Chainsaw 3D. Distributed by New Line Cinema, runtime of 92 minutes, MPAA rating R, budget 14 million, and it grossed 17 million.
Ew. I mean, it's positive. It's not that positive.
But it was one of those
Positive enough.
movies that was pirated a lot, and
Mhm.
that hurt the film so much. And I am guilty. This is actually one
I'm
of
not.
the very
I bought it.
no. I bought it too, but I saw it in theaters. But then after I saw it in theaters, I went and I downloaded it off of LimeWire and burned it to a disc and watched it at home a lot. So I feel like it being leaked online kind of hurt.
It didn't just get leaked on. It got leaked online a long time even
Yeah.
before it hit
Yeah,
theater.
way before. Yeah,
Because I remember being at back when it was Pittsburgh Comic Con before it was Steel City Con, and seeing it there,
yeah.
and I saw it and like I don't want to buy it. Like I was tempted, but I'm like I'm waiting for an official release. I want to see this when it officially comes out instead. So
That's
I
fair.
waited, and then we saw it on Gene's birthday, and it was a
Nice.
blast. I did not appreciate this the first time I saw it. The first time I saw it, I hated it.
So I didn't get to even
Fair
see
enough.
this in theater, dude. I just straight up went on a whim. I'm like, I'm buying that because I want it. I don't know how good it's going to be, but we're going to
Yeah,
go with it.
this was one of the first DVDs I bought for sure. Definitely.
Oh, I still had it. That's literally what I watched.
Okay, so
Also, Jules
Fuck
agreed
yeah.
it is the best
Fiend.
sleeping bag kit.
I have it on VHS.
Do
No.
you really?
It's
I
not,
do.
It's not the best sleeping bag kill.
Yes, it is.
It's
Human to
virtual.
human, and
It's
one
virtual.
whack to the tree.
I don't know. He used another bitch to kill a bitch. That
Yeah.
and they were like giggling. They were like giggling the whole time too.
Fuck it, hey, bro. So yeah, this movie was just off the wall, ridiculous, and I say that in the most like endearing way possible.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. This is one of those movies where if you are truly a fan of Friday the 13th, you love this fucking movie because this movie is so much more fun than the movie we just got before this one.
Yes.
And
And
it's got
the movie before we got that one. Before that one, too.
exactly. It was fun. It had, granted, it was the first Friday the 13th film that relied on digital effects as
Absolutely,
opposed to
Jules.
practical
Jules.
effects. But I mean, some of the shit was cool. I mean, it was like mixing. It's like they had a dartboard and said, okay, where can we put Jason this time that's not Crystal Lake? And they hit, or what movie can we tie into Jason? And they hit Aliens because they added the fucking Space Marines. And it was
Fuck yeah, they did.
it was such a stupid idea
No,
because
Man.
well, no,
Awesome.
hold on, because think of other franchises that went to space.
Hellraiser.
Leprechaun,
Leprechaun.
Hellraiser. Those fucking movies sucked so much balls.
And
We have
remember,
anything
there was
What
at
else?
one point plans to put Michael Myers in space too.
Yeah.
Do we have
Versus
anything else in space?
Pinhead,
I feel like we
too.
do.
And
Well, yeah,
I
there's
feel
the
like
Hellraiser.
when you do the in space thing, it's when your series has jumped the shark.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
that thing. We don't know what else to do. Let's fucking throw them in space. For fucking some goddamn reason, it worked so goddamn well in this movie.
It's because they know they jumped the shark and they
And-
just had absolute fun with the sheer absurdity of it. They embraced it.
Yeah.
They're like, this is the goofiest thing we can come up with. It's like they took this to Sci-Fi Channel and said, see what you can do with Jason. But the good Sci-Fi Channel of the early 2000s, not the
Yes,
shitty
yes.
Sci-Fi
And I
Channel.
was gonna make that point. When you're watching this movie, even the beginning, the very beginning of the movie seems very, very TV show.
Mhm.
Very cheaply made, very TV show. The look of Jason is like, what the fuck? It's a look that we've never had before. I mean, he had hair in part 2, but this is like short hair, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? And they're like, oh, well, he regenerates tissue. So you're telling me this entire fucking time, his body has not been able to regenerate to where he almost looks human again, but we don't know how long it's been or what, but hey, cool. But I don't know. It was just such a goofy fucking concept and it worked. And then when you throw in Uber Jason with
Oh, I
those
think
fucking
David Cronenberg, because I was like, that's what
Yeah,
threw me
Dave,
off.
when
Yeah.
David Cronenberg comes in, I'm like, I'm sold on this film.
Because like,
That's good.
because we have, like you were saying, we have the whole cheap factor. And when we say cheap factor, if you haven't seen it, which I don't know how the fuck you haven't, but if you haven't seen it, you're literally in a giant empty warehouse. So you see nothing but some lights, Jason on a stand, one other dude, and a couple other dudes walking in. And
And
that's,
Jason giving him the
that's
stink
it.
eye.
What's
and then
that?
Jason
majority
giving that guy the stink eye.
Yeah.
and majority of the kills happen off screen. Okay, cool. You know, maybe for budgeting reasons they had to do that, but
I went
I
to the
still
Uber
think
suit, dude.
I went to the fucking Uber
What's
suit
that
because
and a cryo face smash?
he was fucking beast. He was
Yeah.
a
Oh,
beast mode.
That's one of my
and
favorite looks, easily.
and it's I don't know, man. It goes back, and I'm not going to say it goes back to the roots of Friday the 13th because obviously it doesn't. You know, because he's not at a camp. He's not just silently killing everybody. He's fucking going through. He doesn't give a fuck. It's like not only did they not give a fuck where they put Jason, they told Kane Hodder, "We don't give a fuck. You do what you do. Go destroy this fucking ship." Like there was like it was so fucking awesome. I love this goddamn movie so fucking much.
The left eye. I love the left eye. That's like one of my favorite parts.
Really?
Yeah, I love the swelled shut left eye, and then she
Yeah, where
cuts
he's
it
just-
out. It's so neat.
I love how on the Scream Factory Blu-ray it has this intro by Kane saying,
Yeah.
"Just have fun with this movie. And if
Have
you don't,
fun with
I'll
it."
kill you."
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It was a weird one because I still remember watching it, and like you said, Chad Eddie, you didn't like it at first.
I didn't.
I didn't know how to feel because like I liked it, but I was like, should I like it as much as I just liked it? I don't really know. And then you watch it 10 more fucking times for whatever reason, and then you're like, I love this movie, dude.
The first time I didn't like it because I didn't know what to expect. I was expecting something a little more serious.
Yeah,
then,
for real.
And then I went to a Blockbuster video and found it used for like $5. I'm like, oh shit, I'll spend $5 to watch this again. And I watched it again. I'm like, why did I not love this the first time? I'm like, I get it now. I love this.
Set up expectations. That's why
I kicked myself in the ass because when this movie came out, they had a Jason X costume at the Halloween stores.
Yep.
Yes,
they did.
And I had it in my hands, and I said, I'm gonna buy this. And my friend Daniel absolutely hates this movie. He's like, why? That's such a shitty costume. It looks fucking stupid. It's the shittiest Jason ever. And I'm like,
the Uber
right.
or is it
the Uber? No, that was the Uber.
It was,
it
was
Uber.
Uber.
And so I'm like, you're right. So I fucking put it back, and I kick myself in the ass every year because I'm like, that would be such a sweet ass fucking costume to wear.
I remember it was a pretty shitty costume.
It was a very shitty costume, but you could have upgraded it like easily.
Yes.
Nobody ever cosplays that because it's too expensive to try to do it.
Well, I mean, to make it out of the materials, that would have to be
right.
easily.
The only ones who's doing it out there is like Marino and maybe like two other people.
Yeah,
because they somehow that.
I mean, the mask alone is fucking expensive as shit.
Yes.
I like wearing Gallows mask, dude. It's sweet with the little magnetic clips. Like, it's dope.
I do love the look of the mask. How it's futuristic, but you still get that hockey mask aspect of it. I mean, and they just beefed him the fuck up even more. He was so much bigger than his pre-Uber.
Yeah,
form.
he was, dude.
Like Waters jumped in that fucking movie.
He went super shredder, bro.
Like, yeah, fuck yeah. I mean, and the machete,
super shredder. He was just
the machete was fucking dope. And you know, I used to have the figure, and I sold it, and I still try to get it back. I go on eBay from time to time, see if I can find it cheap, and you just cannot find that fucking McFarlane figure cheap anymore.
Not cheap anywhere, you know.
And I do, you know, I'm glad you brought up the machete because I kind of like how they play a little bit with the different machetes. In this. It's like, okay, he's in his old, he's in his OG form, but he lost his machete, so now he's got this new futuristic one, which
he just wanted his machete back, guys.
Yeah. Right. But then when he gets all beefed up, he's like, nope, I'm still going back to old reliable. Like, you know what I mean? So it's just,
it's because he just wanted his machete back.
But did Old Reliable got to upgrade too because it didn't look the same, did it?
No, I'm pretty sure it's the same.
No, Old Reliable is the same.
That's why it was cool because it was like he's upgraded, but he went back to his old school weapon where it's like when he wasn't upgraded, he went to the new school.
It's his blankie. That's why. It's just
it
like
really is.
with their blankie.
Exactly.
Dude, the professor is honestly probably one of the best characters in this movie, to me at least, just because that dude is hamming it in 100%.
Oh,
Loving
my
it.
head
The
right
way
now.
he delivered that line, my God.
I'm
that makes
cocking
me
my
just
head
wonder
right
how
now.
hard did she really pinch his nipples to really get him
But
to
you know what?
go?
That scene kind of it's kind of a throwback to part 8 when she goes in to try to seduce the teacher.
Yeah.
Oh,
Remember, she
call.
tries to go
I
in, so
agree with
it's a throwback to part
Good
8, giving a little nod there.
Agree.
I feel like his best scene to me was when he was pretty much reacting as Burke from Aliens during the whole grunt scene.
Yeah,
No. They know what they're doing. Don't worry about it. Everything's fucking fine. Everybody's just getting mowed down. No, we're good.
we're good.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
got
We're
this. They're
good.
I'm saying
professionals.
we're fucking good. Like, I love those asshole moments, dude, of just when that douchebag character can come out.
That's greed right there, man. Greed.
Oh, it's
Mhm.
perfect. You know what? We didn't do what we said we were going to do. We were all going to be laying in a bed for this episode. Just,
No, we did not.
you asshole. You know what time it is.
Because of you bastard. You know,
We haven't even
what
got.
time it is.
We haven't even got to the best part yet.
There's so many.
What's your best part?
Your best part?
All right, so again, we're going back to the doctor. Sorry, he's the worst character in the film. My favorite part is when we get to the cyborg and the dude.
Oh,
I
with the
No.
titties? Are you talking about the falling off nipples? Is that your favorite part?
no,
No,
I
I
just
think it's KM and
I think it's hilarious.
Well, like when they're making out at the end?
No, just the cyborg in general is
Oh.
the perfect.
It is a
person.
good, it's a
Perfect
good
intro.
work for that future, like where it keeps you in that.
Yeah, well, I mean,
weird
every future movie has to have a cyborg. I mean, and let's be real. They fucking stole a lot from Aliens.
Mhm.
So
Oh,
we
yes.
had to have that one cyborg entity in there. But I fucking love when they're like, you know, they make out the first time and she's like, survival odds have just gone up to 53, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Let's
really?
make it 100.
Because you're horny? You got a horny android now? Like,
He had to give her an upload, okay?
he gave her an
He,
upload.
he couldn't say update.
Now, hold
He
on.
couldn't say update. It was an
Hold on.
upload.
He didn't say upgrade. He said
No.
upload.
He
So
did.
did he bang that robot?
Yes,
Yes, he
his-
did.
That
His
was-
Look,
jizzing
he had- look,
turned her
let's-
into the Sperminator.
Oh
And then
my
Listen,
fucking
let's
God,
be
she
real.
was the Sperminator.
She was designed by a man. Of course, he did what he had to do. Just saying.
you know what? I'm with Brody here. We need a recut of Aliens.
It's alien
Oh,
scoop.
fuck. Fucking right. What's up, Chris? How's it going?
What's
Jules
up,
says, I cosplay as Jason X.
Hell yeah.
Yes,
dude.
she has. She did it a couple
Nice.
times at Monster Mania. This is just such a fun movie. Like I just don't have anything bad to say about. Well, a couple.
I mean, there
little
is bad.
cheesy-
There is bad.
But,
But
when I
here's the
say
thing.
well, when I say not to say anything bad, I don't mean like in continuity, because you know me, I'm the continuity. This is the movie of like, again, it was have fun. It is what it is. The bad that comes to mind is more of this is the first Jason movie of the 2000s. So I feel that like the kills, except for the one, which was a little more futuristic, should have been, I guess, a little bit more involved. At least the ones that we see on screen, I guess.
I feel like they were more concerned about writing the sweet one-liners after said kills than the
Yes.
kills. than this.
yeah, I think it
It's
should have
gonna
been the other
take
way
more
around.
than that to take down this old dog.
Stuff
I'll
just-
do it.
Stab again.
Dude, the one guy
That-
getting through
he's
his balls,
screwed.
screwed. Yep, he's screwed.
I like
That Brodsky's line was the worst one after he gets stabbed. So it's like, really?
No, man, I loved it because honestly, it makes me want to watch
do it.
Predator after this, dude. 'cause it's just the same thing. Come on, stick it out. Come on, bro. That's the same fucking vein of shit.
Yes, but now wait a minute. The delivery from Arnold just makes you hard and horny in every way. That did not.
And you know, so we're watching it, and it was Mel's first time watching it last night, and she's like, "Where have we seen that guy before?" And I'm like, "Which one?" She's like, "Brodsky. Where have we seen him before?" She's like, "I can't put my finger on it." She's like, "I see earrings and gold. Where have I seen him?"
Oh, I know where he's from.
300.
Yeah, 300. Yes,
Mm,
he
oh,
was
wait.
also
Yeah, but
in-
he's on also something else I've seen.
What I know, but
too.
that's where she
He
was
is.
thinking was from the movie 300.
He's also
Because
in,
I always call her Xerxes, and tell her that I'm gonna Spartan kick her off the steps here in the room. She's Persian. I have to keep her in
He was
check.
also in the he was also in the series they did too.
But is he not the best character in that film, though?
Fucking awesome.
He's a
dude.
good character, but
Good
his
character, not the best.
he's not in this movie. He's not a great actor. I will say in this film, I hit the delivery of even of his one-liners or when he's talking in general, it just I don't know. It seems like he's struggling to talk. It's like he's struggling to remember his lines, and they're coming off very like wonky to me.
He also is trying to sound too tough when you don't need to really like put that much effort into it if you really just want to be serious.
Right, you're the only jack dude on set, man. You got your arms around.
Yeah, like
you are good.
Rob Dow in the house, St. John's, Michigan. Jason is in the house. How's it going?
What's up, buddy? What's up,
Rob?
So, man, I'm trying to think. That's what I wanted to bring up. So, in the operation scene, we bring Jason. All right, so Jason's already on board the ship, and we're going through the procedures. She's taking off his eye. So when she removes his mask, like when she's cutting around, because obviously it's kind of like fused into his face, does she like unclip the straps?
So I thought about that last night too. She cuts it. She cuts the straps.
But then how are they back on his head when he gets up tied? Like
wait, no, she doesn't, because when she pulls up the mask, the straps are still attached.
Yeah, it pulls
they like
off,
they like stretch out.
No, they don't. They are loose. They are loose. They're hanging loose. Yeah,
that's why I'm saying
they are hanging loose.
Like they're
I don't think she cut them from this
movie
part.
magic.
She loosened them from.
She cuts the eye out from the mask.
No. I'm talking about after that though. She cuts around the mask and lifts the mask up, and the tassels on the side are clearly loose because they're flapping.
Yeah, they're loose.
But then all of a sudden she's like, "Oh, poor baby," puts it back on. And then when he gets up, it's like perfectly like she tied it on his head again. I was just like, I understand. Stupid editing. Probably nothing to really like.
To me, it just came off. It came off.
Unless it was already embedded in his face and it's part of, you know what I mean? Like, because he's been wearing it for so long that it kind of like.
It just suction cupped back on
there. Yeah, just
there.
suction cupped back on. I mean, because you saw all the slime that was on there.
That's awesome.
It was very gooey under there.
Yeah, that was.
You got to say, though, man, I am a fan of the future. I'm a fan of the future apparel, at least for females in this movie.
Oh hell yeah!
Well, I mean, because the dude,
we're not that far off. If you're really,
the one dude was wearing a jersey. What's his name? The little skinny guy that got.
He's not the stoner, but he's the stoner.
Oh, he was
the
stoner.
Come on,
you never see him smoke though. That's what I'm saying.
He's one of my favorite characters in this film.
Azrael, yeah. So he's wearing like a baseball jersey or baseball tee with the number 13 on the back, and I'm like, all right, cool. I'll give it to you.
I'm just saying, like, there was a lot. I know this was supposed to be set in the future, but this clothing was still very early 2000s. That like
I saw girls in the mall wearing that same shit.
Yeah, the hip hugger with the right under the fucking underboob where it ends the shirt. We're just showing pretty much everything in the middle.
I quite like Janessa's whole boob window thing going on here.
Yeah.
Oh, the straight just like all the way down. Yeah, dude. Honestly, pulls it off very well. Good. All the ladies in this are just by the way, dude. Like, I don't even know if there's a bad.
There was not one.
The future's got some hot females in it. That's all I'm saying.
Even the Marines.
Yeah. That one that's a little aggressive. She's like, "Yeah, you wish." It's like, you know what? Maybe I do.
You were. She was
in another
last
movie,
name Vasquez.
In another movie, that goes a whole different way.
Fucking A, bro. No, it was it is, man. It's just, well, I'm sure you guys have all known. This is probably in Chad Diddy's notes, so I don't mean to like super jump or anything, but like obviously they had different ideas before going into space. They wanted to do like maybe Antarctica. Why would you do Antarctica? So clearly they scrapped that. They think there was
NASCAR was one of them.
NASCAR was one.
And then I think even they wanted to go back out into the ocean. They're like, well, we already did Jason on a boat. We don't need to do that again.
California too. Weren't they going to send him to Cali or some shit like that?
They were going to do, at some point.
All right, they're going to have him take down like a gang or some shit.
Which that was the original part. That's what they want to do for part 8 to begin with.
Part 8 would have made more sense for that.
That's right.
Like you already led to that setting. Like you were practically there anyways with the fucking druggies in the alley.
Yeah.
Almost. But no, man, like this movie, like I'm glad they knew what it was. I'm glad they knew what it was. You know what I mean? Like they didn't try to go so serious to where it was like, but they also didn't try to make it campy where they're like, you know what I mean? Like they're constantly looking at the fucking screen, like what's his name in like Studio 666? You know what I mean?
I was thinking about that the other day.
Yeah, like they're not pulling a Pat where he's just smiley all the time.
Oh, come on. Pat was the
Smiling,
I
sleeping on
love
the floor.
Pat. I'm not shitting on him. I'm just using him as an example of they didn't do that where he was just really happy to be there.
Brody just said Jason Down Under.
You know what?
I'm down for that.
I'd be cool with Jason Down Under, man.
Who the fuck are you cunt?
I was
Slice.
Yo, he fucking.
Jason getting fucked up by a fucking kangaroo.
Oh, that would be a hell of a
Dude.
scene.
He actually has a full boxing match with the kangaroo
Fuck
instead.
yeah.
The
That would
kangaroo
be
just
great.
put it back to him. Although, would he meet up with what's his name from fucking Wolf Creek?
Crocodile Dundee.
Oh, okay,
That's not knife.
I was
This
going
is a
Wolf
knife.
Creek, but yeah. I
Brody
don't know.
knows it. He'll shout out the movie. There's a crazy Aussie movie where it's like just people tracking people down and kill. I can't remember the name of it. I'm sorry.
Fuck, I feel like I watched that a few years ago.
Brody knows
It'll
it.
pop up, I think.
It's based on like
What
a-
we need is a Jason an apocalyptic Jason, like Jason meets Mad Max.
No.
That would be cool. Okay, that would be.
Wait, in Australia
Yeah.
or just
No, in Australia.
okay?
Oh, what's
You
up,
know what?
Emily?
Hello.
Okay.
Thank you for joining.
Okay, so all of our great minds are here right now. Everybody,
Yes.
just throw out the wildest Jason pitch you could think of, and let's see what you guys come up with. Because I already know what I kind of have an idea what I want for a Jason movie. That
I already know what I want.
I
I
already-
already said it multiple times. I
I-
want what our fan film idea is.
I want what my
Yeah.
fan film idea is,
I don't. What was yours again, bud?
where you
What
think
did you not want to say? I can't remember.
I
understand if you
I'm never
know what-
gonna make it. I'm never gonna make it. So if somebody
Okay.
steals it, they steal it. I don't give a shit. Where it's you see Jason offing people, whatever, but then come to find out it was just somebody pretending to be Jason, taking a page out of Roy's book, and then
Okay.
you see Jason actually show up when he's about to kill the final girl. The imposter's about to kill the final girl. The real Jason shows up, handles business, drops the fake mask in the lake, fucking walks away.
I like it.
See, I want a movie surrounding the Savini Jason from the game.
Oh,
Ooh, Hell
I want
Vengeance
hell,
Jason?
I want Hell Jason. That's what I want. With the devil's pitchfork, just fucking up everyone. Hellfire coming off of them. That's what I want to see.
that would be hard.
I want the original. Well, it's not mine, but I would love to fan film it. I want the original concept of Freddy versus Jason, where
Which one?
they're both in they're both in hell, and it's here. You get to go back up on Earth, like Adam Marcus wanted to do, and you have to get this amount of people and these certain ones. Whoever does is up there forever. The other one is gone forever. An ultimate ending to one of those characters. Ultimate. You're
So
gone.
would you want to do it where they had the idea of where it was like a wrestling match or a boxing match and Hell and Pinhead was the referee or some weird shit like that? Because I know that was one match they turned around, tossed around.
That too. That or the actual, like I said, legit film of killing. Or no, do the legit film of killing. Do the mini film of the boxing match. So 2 of them.
I'll go.
Most ridiculous pitch. I mean, I can go ridiculous, but honestly, I've always kind of wanted to like, because Cropsy's always been like the ultimate like real urban legend of Jason. I kind of wanted to always do a Jason versus Cropsy, but it would have to be like part 2 Jason to me. It would still have to be human Jason.
Or even part
But
3.
then we're just doing bum fights, really. If I think about it, at the end of the day, so
I
don't really know.
In that case, throw Madman Mars in there too.
And you know what?
Oh, yes.
We're doing horror bum fights, and that's where we're fucking going.
Horror.
Bro.
Part 7 Jason versus Hatchet. Victor Crowder.
Yes.
Ooh.
That would be nice.
Here's
So how
what
do
I'm
you get Jason to Bayou though?
Go ahead.
How do you
Wait,
get him
wait.
to the bayou?
It's not that hard.
He's being transported. He's being transported. Military got him. He's being transported. And we go the fucking Return of the Living Dead style. He fucking falls from the back of a truck. They don't fucking know because they're too busy fucking smoking their little
Oh,
weed
God.
on their little travel. Falls in the fucking bayou.
Emily wants a Jason meets Human Centipede.
No.
Wait, Uber Jason versus Terminator. Yeah.
So it's funny what Brody said, because I've also had that idea of a Sasquatch Jason film, which I guess there is a fan film out there. I have not personally watched it, but I always wanted it to be where like something's happening in the woods and they just cross paths and they both do like the Sasquatch side look at each other and then just keep walking by. You know what I mean? Like they don't really have an interaction. They just
Quick side note, since you mentioned Sasquatch, that reminded me, I saw something the other day on Facebook, and I don't know how you guys feel about AI art. I think it's a fun tool.
tool.
As someone
As long
who
as, you're not,
likes,
as long as you're not trying to pass it off as your own art, you're doing it for profit.
if you're not trying to make money off it, then I don't care. That's
Okay,
fine.
because somebody did, it's like Steve Harvey,
Oh, I saw that shit with the fucking
the trail cam footage where
Yeah,
he's running
that
from
shit's
crypto. So I
fucking
tried
hilarious.
that the other day, and I tried to get Steve Harvey running from Bigfoot,
Oh God.
and it mashed them up so that it's just Steve Harvey as Bigfoot, but the pictures
my
are all different. Like the
God.
first 3 pictures look like him rapidly evolving into Bigfoot, and it's just less and less Steve Harvey's face and more of a Bigfoot face, but with his smile. It is the funniest shit. I will share it into the chat with you guys.
Yes,
It was
please
so
do
funny.
that. That'll be appreciated.
Elvis wins, Brody. Elvis wins.
Here's
Gene, what was
Hey
your
there.
crazy one?
Hey there, you
Here's
ugly
the best Jason
motherfucker.
movie.
All right, here we go.
Listen, Jason as a little boy fighting to kill the mother child. You know what I mean? Like kind of like that kind of level.
Wait, you want
So-
Jason killing his own mom?
No. The mother's killer. Sorry, my bad.
Oh,
Oh,
Adrian.
okay.
Okay.
I would like that twist. Like if you spin it, because we have to understand at this point, Jason X is 400 years in the future. Freddy versus Jason was
That's
right
standalone.
after 8.
I don't
If
know
you
if
do
you did that
timeline.
Yeah.
But so that's what makes me laugh. So I would love to see Jason as a child becoming the killer. I think it would be interesting.
I still like my theory on it. He never fucking died, and he was just living in the woods. He was living in the woods the whole time, and when his mom died, he was already a grown ass man.
Yeah, and he put a burlap sack on his head, and he's like,
So
"I'm
Jason
cool."
was that little feral kid from the Texas Chainsaw reboot in the beginning. He's like,
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know
here
what
we
my family
go.
is.
He was
Liz
tired of
Taylor.
Pamela's fucking bullshit. She smothered him too much, and he saw that as the perfect opportunity to just go off on his own and just live in the woods. Maybe there's an abandoned house or something that he fucking found. He had provisions there. He learned how to hunt. He learned how to fish. Kept himself alive.
I think it's the hunter shack. He didn't build that. He found that and just repurposed. That's
For real, sure.
Yeah,
right.
and so, but then when he sees that his mother gets killed, of course, I mean, regardless of how you feel, that's still your mom. And so now he starts hearing her in his head because he has he has remorse now because he never made up with her. And now that he's a grown ass man, he's starting to have her in his head mentally. And then he goes after what's her face, kills her. And that's how.
So it's kind of like in the game when you play as Jason, you hear his mother's voice.
Mm-hmm. But he doesn't hear it.
Which
he
still
doesn't
never
hear it
made
until
sense
he
with
sees her
Roy.
die.
That
Yeah,
was
yeah,
the
it
only
never
way
made
I
sense
made
with Roy.
sense.
Yeah,
It's
it never
not
made
Roy.
sense with Roy.
Boys.
That was okay.
We're just gonna make Jason versus Leprechaun and call it the best.
There you go.
So we are at 54 minutes, boys, and we got.
And we haven't
more
touched
videos.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, we have.
Well, we've pretty much made it the point that we really enjoy this movie.
Yes.
Yes.
So,
I think it's thumbs up all the way around.
Oh, yeah,
in my
oh, yeah.
opinion, I don't know.
no, it is, man. It knows what it is. It's silly. It's ridiculous, but it still hits the Jason notches that it needs to hit. And yeah, man, it's just fuck, dude. We haven't had a Friday 13th movie in this since this came out for what 9 years.
Mm-hmm.
So you know that's a hell of a hiatus for a good fucking minute.
Oh,
though, for
right now
sure.
it's on the longer side, but that's a whole nother conversation.
Well, I know, but at least say what you will, but at least we've had some different fan films here and there to like kind of alleviate us here and there. Some good, some bad. You know,
Mostly bad.
here and there. Mostly bad. Some still good though. I really liked Rising, dude. I don't know if you guys Did you guys ever catch that one?
Jason Rising was a great movie.
That was a fun one, dude.
Yeah,
Which
that
one
was
was
a good
that
one.
one?
It was okay.
That was
I'm
the
gonna
Evil
wave
Dead
my
one.
hands.
It was the Evil Dead one.
I don't think
If
I
you
watched that one.
It was pretty solid, dude. I thought it was pretty solid. It was fun. But okay, we got 2 videos. Obviously, we have our lovely DKB, but we're gonna bring him in because that's how we got to end it. But we do have a very special video from our beloved Mr. Joseph Gallo from 13 Gallows Lane. Go ahead, Scoops. I was almost gonna read it out, but I was like, I will not. Excuse
South
me.
Park.
Okay, let's switch this down to that. Let's bring in Mr. Gallo.
So we're here to talk about Jason X. Now I know everybody has something to say about it.
There's that
But
sexy
I,
face.
Handsome
Joe
man.
Gallo, absolutely fucking love this movie. And it's probably just because it's one of the first, I believe it's the first Friday the 13th or Jason movie I saw in theaters. It must have been because I didn't go see Part 9. I had it was fun. Yeah, I know it's cheesy. The acting is very cheesy. And I'm sure all you motherfuckers are shitting all over this movie.
Nope.
Except for
We
John.
love it. We love it.
Everybody
I might be
loves
wrong,
this
but
movie.
we'll see. I thought it, you know what? I think the idea of it is probably better than the execution. Like, if they actually went full horror, like, the Chronicle, the Riddick type shit, I think they could have probably made something actually scary.
Yes.
But whatever. I think it's a good popcorn movie. It's fun. Definitely. I mean, Uber Jason looks so damn cool. And I know
Fucking A,
the first half of, I don't know what they call that Jason, but his human form.
Pre-Uber?
It's pretty okay looking. I don't know why they changed up the goofy mask, but I think everyone who knows me knows I have a soft spot for Jason X. So, whatever. I hope that you guys are being very nice to.
His head's so small, it just goes on it.
I know, I'm like,
disconnected.
Have a good day, Gore, more friends. I'm gonna rate Jason X. I'll give it, for me personally, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Okay,
We don't do
so
10,
I'm sorry.
we do 5,
What?
so that's 3.5. And thank you, Mr. Gallo.
Thank
Thank
you,
you for that,
Joe.
Joe.
All right. Yeah, hold on. Here, let me keep that.
By the
out
way,
of there.
while-
Fucking mask just goes over.
Real quick, while she's in the chat, Emily, I want to thank you for sharing your some of your pregnancy pictures on Instagram. You are looking absolutely radiant.
She is
You
shining.
have a great pregnancy glow going on.
Absolutely. All right, hold on. Let me.
Congratulations.
Yes, big congrats.
Congratulations.
Pardon me 1 second. Just loading up Mr. Brody Kane. All right. And now for our beloved Saucy Aussie. Let's see what he has to say.
Howdy folks, it's your DKB back for another episode of Gore and I'm here to talk to you about Jason X. Now, I'm going to keep it short and sweet this week. Upon saying that, Jason X is definitely the one in the whole entire franchise that you obviously do not take too fucking seriously because of the premise, but yet it still ends up being probably like one of the more entertaining films of of the franchise, where you can just put it on, enjoy it for what it is, and go along with the ride. Yes, it still has everything that you want in a Friday the 13th film. You get Jason, you get the creative kills, the beautiful practical effects, and just that gore and violence that Jason likes to bring to the table upon viewing his films. And this film gets very creative, especially with the concept. I like how, it's, like I said, let's not kid ourselves, ridiculous premise, but yet somehow what works when we just sort of don't look into it too much. And that's what I can appreciate about with this film. It's very entertaining from start to finish. And, So essentially with the characters in this film, I don't love them, I don't hate them, I don't have a connection with them at all. I'm probably more so on the train of like just rooting for Jason killing motherfuckers just to see what he can bring to the table. And boy, he does not disappoint. I mean, one of the greatest fucking death scenes in the whole entire franchise is in this film. Liquid nitrogen, a chick's face, and then smashes it on the counter.
Smash it.
Fucking awesome, very creative. I actually think it's a very clever kill, and they're able to utilize with what they have in the futuristic element of the story and bring that to the table with Jason, instead of just killing him with killing people with the same old machete maneuvers, snapping necks with his hands or whatever the fuck. So yeah, I like how they're able to do that. Sorry, I have a mustache here that's really pissing me off, and it's fucking getting in my nose. Sorry about that. But in saying that, fuck, I lost my train of thought. So, yeah, sorry about that. Rudely interrupted by a goddamn mustache head. Moving on with the film. The overall look and tone of Jason in this film, I really enjoy for what we get, especially
awesome.
Uber Jason. I
Tickling
wish
his
we had
brain.
got a little bit more Uber Jason earlier in the
Call him
film.
Uber Jason.
There's really no point bringing in this design of him late throughout the film that we get. Would have been great to just see what he was able to do as Uber Jason a little bit more.
I think he would have been too powerful that the movie would have been shorter.
Yeah, I don't know. The acting in this, not really that good. Cinematography is pretty, standard. A-okay, I guess, for what we get. Cool to see David Cronenberg in this film. But yeah, I haven't really got a lot to say about this film other than the fact that it's a film that I can just put on and enjoy and chill out and just appreciate it for what it is. Don't take it too fucking serious because of the premise, like I said. But yeah, overall, I'm going to give this a Gore score. I'm going to give it a solid 4.2.
Yeah, all right.
Hey. Feeling generous. So anyway,
2.
DKB signing out. I look forward to hearing what you guys have to say about this film, and I'll catch y'all motherfuckers next week. Cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers, sir. Thank you
Beautiful.
very much,
Roaster.
Brody.
I hate how you can now tell that it's starting to get warmer there in Australia as he's wearing less, and we're going to start wearing more here because it's getting fucking colder here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what else I got to admit? I love Brody's relaxed sexy pose that he gives us
Yeah.
every once in a
Next
while.
time it needs to be shirtless.
That first time it was Brody after hours, I swear.
Bro, if you did it like bearskin rug, fireplace.
Burt Reynolds style.
Yep. He needs a pipe.
And a smoking
Yeah.
jacket.
No.
Like
okay. Smoking jacket, but open with chest hair out.
Yes.
You got to see the hamburger meat, right?
You
A little bit.
gotta get the V-neck, like
Fucking
V-neck
hate it.
down, smoking jacket, pipe. I'm okay with that.
Oh, I forgot to mention, I picked this sweet pillow up this weekend.
Ooh,
Nice.
look at that.
I love it. It's so soft.
Is that your new cuddle buddy?
It is, dude. It's perfect. Like the way it's shaped, it's just like, yep, I'm out.
It's his knee pillow.
It is, dude. Fucking A, bro. They had a sweet little Freddy holding the Jason mask, but he was a lot smaller, and I was like, no, I need a big man's pillow. So, fucking A, bro. All right. So thank you, Mr. Gallo and Mr. Kane, for those. So we have a 4.2 from Brody and a 3.5 from Joe, which kind of seems a little low, but he's going off a 10 scale, so a little different.
Yeah.
So, all right. Okay. So, Chad Daddy, what do you got from behind them scenes, buddy?
Okay, I've got a fair bit, so this might be another one of those
Pick and choose.
pick and choose. So let's start this off. While this film was a critical and financial failure in its initial release in theaters, it made more than triple the cost of production in DVD and post-theater sales. Statistically, it is one of the most successful Friday the 13th movies.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Damn. Okay.
That, so it's safe to say that this movie greenlit Freddy vs. Jason.
Oh, without
right? Like,
Yeah, because they were already working. It was in pre-production hell because they were supposed to make it before Jason.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, did they? And maybe this is just me, like, wondering, but like, I figured like this feels like a test the waters. Like, do people still even want Jason? And if this does good,
Possibly.
we'll put a little bit more budget into it. We'll give them a bigger one after the fact.
Let me see. I had something. I don't know if it's in my notes or if I just read it.
Because if this was technically made in 2000, granted the release after the fact, they wouldn't know how well it's going to do until they release it. So,
well, as far as I know, they made this, but then
But
they,
I mean,
they only made this because there was so much shit with Freddy versus Jason. Like, well, make another one because right now we really can't do that because everybody's trying to get everything in line for that. And there was a lot that went. I mean, how many friggin' scripts that movie went through was? I've never heard a movie go through more than that.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying, like, if this was done in 2000, but it was released in 2002, like, I wonder when they started pre-production on Freddy vs. Jason.
Okay, so they were originally they were getting ready to shoot a Freddy versus Jason movie where it got to the point where Robert Englund was in England and flew over to do makeup tests and screenshots and stuff for the
No shit.
for that, and then they went ahead with this instead. until they got the rights all cleared up to do it.
Oh, because they were probably still waiting on the Nightmare, right? Well, but they were both New Line.
There's something that was holding it up.
I wonder if
Yeah.
it's the OG Nightmare, because that's from the rest of the series, right? Like for licensing rights.
In other words, Wes probably he was probably involved with the rights, but he didn't want to be involved with the film. So I bet you it had to come down to them talking to Wes with some certain things.
Boop,
I mean,
boop. Come on, ride the train.
I know sorry, it comes in at the wrong time, but yeah.
Fucking A, dude.
So once again, just like with Jason Goes to Hell, New Line Cinema was unable to legally include Friday the 13th in the film's title, as Paramount Pictures still owned the trademark title.
Which,
Damn.
you know what? Not even needed, honestly.
Mm-mm.
We all know what it
not for
is.
this,
we
yeah.
all know what we're coming. We're not coming because it's called Friday the 13th. We're coming to watch fucking Jason. Like, and the fact that they're still calling it X, we're just like, still got you, bitches. Still canon.
Which is funny
Exactly.
because when it came out, they were telling everyone, "Oh, it's not Jason X, it's Jason 10. Call it Jason 10." Everybody's like, "It's fucking Jason X."
It's
Yeah,
Jason
it's
X.
still Jason X sounds cooler than Jason 10.
I mean, even
Like,
Kane calls it Jason X. He's not like it's Jason 10. He's like, it's Jason X, dude.
yeah, no.
All right,
And
who's
I feel
cracking
like-
open a cold one?
Yeah, I
I
was saying,
feel
I just
like
heard
when,
a can open, but I don't see any cans.
I think it's Gene.
It must be Gene.
I still feel like when I say, "Oh, that's a cool," or hey, Jason X. When I think Jason X, I go straight to Uber Jason.
That's what everybody thinks of.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So for me, the title Jason X isn't Jason 10, which I know it is Jason 10. Jason X to me is Uber Jason.
See, well, yeah, pretty much. He's the 10th version of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the film only suffered a couple seconds of cuts and alterations to earn an R rating, making it the least censored entry in the entire Friday the 13th franchise.
So they didn't really even try to go ham with the kills then.
No.
That's fair.
And
And-
it's a shit ton of kills too.
Yeah. I don't know, man. That costume had to take a lot of money and set, obviously, because like
Yeah.
this one, you're really building a set for everything.
Mhm.
Whereas
Yeah.
the other ones were like, hey, let's go maybe build some cabins at best, but we're still going out to the wood. You know what I mean? Like, best case scenario, we're fighting a place that already exists.
Yeah, they really put a lot of thought into the design of this. So
And I'm so sad we still never. I mean, I really got to play this shit on PC so I could play that level in the
I
game,
was
dude.
thinking that the whole time watching this. I'm like, man, I really got to get that because time's ticking down. We've only got about 2 months.
You do get
buy-
it
Yeah.
yeah, when you're doing that single player shit.
Yeah, where you're going through the virtual cabin.
Yeah. When you get to the very, like when you unlock all the shit, you get to the end of it. Spoilers for anyone that's ever done it. But fucking A. What else we got, Chad Daddy?
Jason's eyes never blink when they are shown.
Which is
No, they
that's-
only get wider. Like
that's Kane Hodder, man. That is pure Kane Hodder.
I like that we got at least like I think I can count 4 different times where we had to get close-ups of his eyes.
Yeah, we got a
just
couple really
widening,
good
like,
close-ups.
wow.
They get left to right.
And those contacts though, like they look like they hurt.
No,
I'm
you
aiming
mean
a
for
lot.
Uber Jason?
Oh yeah. They look like they hurt.
Yeah, but they also look so fucking.
Oh, they look fucking amazing, man.
Mm-hmm.
So Betsy Palmer was doing a play in Toronto at the time Jason X was filming. According to Palmer, one of the producers contacted her about possibly reprising her role as Pamela Voorhees. They did not come to an agreement, and the character was not included in the film.
That would have been cool. Where would you have put her? Where would you boys put her?
She's
Hologram.
going to be in the hologram.
That would have been fucking sweet.
Yeah. Because it worked in the remake.
A little bit.
I mean, I guess that they could make a digital file of her. I don't know why they wouldn't be able to like have some weird data record, I guess. I don't know. I was just wondering, I figured maybe it would be more of like he would see her in his own mind, like Vision kind of style. But
No, it was going to be the
Oh. she just came in Force Ghost style, all blue. Fucking Jason, avenge me.
Now that's all I could think of.
Jesus Christ, Jason.
Hello there, Jason.
No.
What's your tea party?
Oh,
Princess Voorhees.
Neither casting director Robin Cook nor director James Isaac initially wanted to do the virtual reality scene with the naked campers. Cook was so adamant the scene was nothing but gratuitous nudity that she refused to cast the roles of the two topless girls, relegating those duties to her casting assistant, Andrea Cool. Isaac agreed that it was clearly just nudity for nudity's sake. Obviously,
Duh.
it served an actual purpose. And the only way he could personally justify it is if they had fun with it and poked fun at it, including naked teens in films. The two actresses that Cool ended up casting, Kay Penaflor and Tanya Morrow, were very excited about doing the scene because this was the biggest film either of them had ever appeared in.
And you know what? They are infamously now the virtual reality girls from Jason
Yeah.
X.
Yep.
But now here's my thing with that scene. I know virtual reality is a big thing. It's a little too real for him to be picking them up and smacking them. Wouldn't the virtual reality not be that solid?
Well, yeah, but
to
you got to
some
remember.
degree?
Remember the time that it takes place.
24:55, bro.
24:55, and then you got to remember too. They set that up with the way that they play the hunting video game with those alien creatures.
Yep.
So it's still like
It's going back to the beginning. You're
you get-
you're right. You're right.
So does Brody send you guys those videos of the guy playing the virtual reality? I think it's called like
I
virtual.
fucking love those where he's in the
Brody-
nightclub and he's just like bam, 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 shooting
Brody
motherfuckers.
just
and, like,
mentioned.
No, I haven't.
Brody just mentioned it too. That's hilarious. Oh my god, that.
Brody, you have to
that's-
send me those. I didn't get those.
Oh
like,
my god,
he's just
those are
sitting there and he's
so
like, "Hey,
fun.
you want to dance?" And he's like,
Oh,
dancing
yeah,
with
yeah, yeah.
somebody, and then
And
they're
then he
just
just
like, "No,"
fucking
and he's
beats
like,
the
"You know
fuck out
what?"
of him.
Like, just like,
I
yeah.
like the latest one he sent where it's just him. He goes into the bathroom and those two dudes just turn around. He's like, "What? Why are you looking at me?" And he just fucks them
Was it
up.
at the urinals? Yeah, he slams them in the yeah, dude. Shit's
Okay, well, wait.
ridiculous,
I'm
bro.
going to ask one more question because now when they're playing the game, they actually have a set on that is virtual reality. So is that
There's-
room that they set him up for, like, set up for that?
Yes. So that
It's like
So
their
just
whole
that
thing
room
is like
is.
so it's hologram, but it's got to be like a physical presence hologram because obviously Jason slices the hologram and it actually like takes damage and
Yeah,
stuff.
so he already.
But in that, and when they're in that, they are making hologram bodies because clearly their
Think
hologram
like-
bodies can get
like
damaged, but maybe
like
the
Avatar.
holograms. What's that?
It's like Avatar. The
Okay,
James Cameron movie, not the anime.
Or
I have not
or
watched
holodeck
Avatar,
in
unfortunately.
Star Trek 2 or Star
I
Trek
haven't watched that
Next
either.
Generation.
But like I
Okay,
would
no, I'm
assume
just
like
like,
holograms themselves could actually harm their normal bodies, so that's why they have to make a hologram version of their own body. That's just my
Yeah, because
guess.
he was able, even though he wasn't in, he didn't have one of those little bitty devices. He was still able to cut.
right. He
creature
can
in half.
affect the environment regardless. Like so, which is some crazy
So
fucking
interesting.
that.
It's the holodeck.
First of all,
The holodeck.
It's
from
the X-Men Danger Room, is
Thank
what it
you.
is.
Yeah.
This
Yes.
is why I'm among smart people here.
wait a minute. But now this is where my dirty mind went. What is that doing for porn in the year 2450?
Oh, you know exactly
Oh,
what it's
you
doing
know
for
exactly
porn
what
in
it's doing.
2455.
Because there's some people that are not leaving that room ever
Oh no.
in their life, dude. They're just living in like harems their entire life in there, and they're just like, it's all fake, but it's all
Dude,
real to them. You
Dude,
know what I mean?
That's why that guy was just laying there in his bed the whole time.
I wish you guys
No.
would watch more sci-fi films because Strange Days.
Oh,
Right
I've
there.
seen Strange Days. Yeah.
That's the brainwave film. And Johnny Mnemonic too.
Mnemonic, yeah.
Somebody just fell. Anyways, what else we got,
Music,
Chad?
music played during Jason's first look at the virtual reality Camp Crystal Lake is the same musical score as in Friday the 13th Part 2.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
Dope.
Okay, what else do we have here?
Thinking about those fucking VR videos now. God damn.
According to Noel Cunningham, the crew's children visited the set as a tour. Kane Hodder was still in the frozen Jason makeup and lay on the floor next to a life-sized frozen Jason dummy. The crew and the kids would enter the set Kane was in and surrounded the two Jasons, amazed at how real they looked. Kane would then suddenly lunge at them, screaming, causing the kids to scatter in terror.
Fuck yeah.
Thank you, Kane.
Bravo,
Yeah,
Kane.
Thank you, Kane.
You know what? We've definitely seen
I-
some pre-Uber cosplays, but I've never seen Frozen pre-Uber cosplay.
No.
That'd be an interesting
I have a frozen pre-Uber mask that I bought at
Really?
Texas Frightmare. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Wear it.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Do
I
it.
have a ton
I
of
don't wear it because I don't want to break any of the stuff off of it. It's very delicate.
I would imagine.
I have a ton of pre-Uber masks, but they're never for pre-Uber. They're always for something different.
Yeah, right. What else we got, Chattahoochee?
Screenwriter Todd Farmers based much of the film on Alien, even naming one of the characters, who he also played, Dallas, after Tom Skerritt's character in the Ridley Scott film.
Yeah.
Mom, scare
There
it.
you go.
I don't care what anybody says, dude. I love, first of all, obviously, yes, I love Aliens and Die Hard, always on that. But there's so many different movies that we have gotten through our lives that mimics Aliens just like this. We're like AVP Requiem. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's probably a couple more I'm forgetting right off the bat, but it's like, and it doesn't matter what it is. I always love that fucking scene. Like, I don't know why it's still always awesome regardless. Is it because Aliens is so good that it just makes you think about it? Or is it
Well,
just
it's Alien, but
no Aliens?
yeah, no, dude.
What are you talking about? Aliens, bro. It's with the Space Marines.
Oh, you're talking
Game over,
Tom
man.
Skerritt, though.
What's that?
You were saying Tom Skerritt.
No, he was saying that for that one, yeah. But I was just saying like the scene in general.
He went off on his own little tangent there.
Yeah,
Okay,
I was
okay,
saying
okay,
with the
okay,
scene
okay.
with the grunts.
Sorry. I missed
Yeah.
your tangent. I'm
That's
sorry.
all good. Anyways, what else we got, Chad?
Brodsky mentioned a gun while the soldiers were suiting up called the BFG. The sci-fi gun is well
Fuck
known
yeah,
to
bro,
players
Doom,
of
baby.
Doom and Quake 2 as the most powerful weapon. BFG is an acronym for Bioforce Gun,
Big
or
fucking gun.
Big Fucking
Big
Gun.
fucking gun.
Big fucking gun
Dude.
sounds better.
Yeah, BFG is great. Doom.
Now I want to watch 2003's Doom. Damn it.
I've never watched that.
Oh,
It's
dude,
so
great.
cheesy, but
No,
I love it, dude.
watch it
bad.
for the last scene.
Yeah,
Like,
that's the
watch
only
it
reason
for-
to watch it is the last 3 minutes of the fucking movie, but I don't
And
care.
it's so good.
It
That's
does
not the
have-
one with
it-
The Rock, is it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
God.
okay.
But it also has Carl fucking Urban, and the man's
Right.
fucking
And Carl
badass.
Urban's
Thank
amazing
you,
in it.
Dread. Thank you, Dread.
And honestly, I didn't think The Rock was bad in it because it was before he got his ego inflation like hardcore. You know what I mean? He was still just trying to get his actor gig at that time. So he wasn't as juiced then. But what was what's his name? He was in it, dude. Fucking Rob Zombie's boy there.
They're all in.
He plays-
that movie is
he
so
play-
crazy.
No, I know, but because I always remember his line because he's like when he talks about he's going on leave, he's like, I'm gonna go to get me some Vietnamese lady boys. Yeah, it's like Jesus Christ, dude.
I want Chad to finish his rant because it's so good.
By all means, huh?
Let's see. Nearly the film.
You're cutting out, bud.
Damn it.
No, you're good. No, good. Sorry.
I think I was leaning on my audio cable.
Word.
So there are locals hired from Toronto. That's because it's much cheaper for the production to hire local actors from the area rather than flying over American actors to Canada.
Of course.
Makes sense.
New Line Cinema loved the script so much they gave the film 3 times the budget of the most expensive previous film in the series. However, during production, the budget still wasn't big enough for creating the many sets and effects, leaving many scenes in the script to be changed or taken out completely.
I'm sets, baby. They cost money.
Mhm.
That's when you just continually reuse the same set as best you can for like multiple shots.
Oh, yeah.
Shoot it from this angle. Shoot it from that angle.
Yep. Just use this one solitary wall 3 different times.
Okay. I mean, we already mentioned this, but some of the ideas they kicked around for this was, and it was just like this whole any scenario they could think of. It was Jason in the hood, Jason in snow, Jason in New York City again, Jason underwater, Jason in the Arctic, in LA fighting gangs, and Jason on safari.
Safari.
That one would have been funny as shit.
Oh, Jason
Safari. I'd rather have Australia than Safari, but I mean Safari would be still kind of funny.
Could you imagine a fucking gorilla just like fucking running up to Jason?
I was thinking like a crazy like wildebeest or something like that at first, dude. Like he just punches it. Like
It's Shaft goes to Africa, but with Jason instead.
it is.
Oh my God. But see,
Jason
I could see like
rides
a
again.
giant. See, but I could see like an elephant coming to run his ass over, and somehow he still survives.
Dude, would he just like lop off a giraffe's neck just for the fuck of it, dude? Just
Oh my God.
Giraffe decapitation. I love.
Jason
Jason
saves Christmas.
It's going to be called Jason Takes Kenya.
no, Brody. No.
No,
Brody, we don't
Jason
talk about
Sir.
this.
Dude,
Oh,
I'm
my
Serbian.
God.
Stop it.
You know what, dude? Here's my crazy one, dude. the Russians steal Jason and try to turn him into the Winter Soldier.
Oh, yeah. What if the Russians actually turn Jason into a nuclear missile
A nuclear missile?
and they sell it to Cuba
Oh God.
to restart the Cold War because Jason's coming now? I'm joking.
Just trying to think of like what other ridiculous
See,
series to the point of ridiculous, and I'm almost thinking like Jurassic Park at this point. So maybe just Jason versus dinosaurs. I don't fucking know.
He goes through a fucking wormhole and
Jason
fucking
and
goes back in
Amber.
time.
Jason and Amber.
Mm. All right,
No,
Chad Eddie, sorry,
J-
keep
J-
stealing your
Jason,
spot.
Jason
Okay,
Shark.
although the movie was shot on 35mm film, it was then transferred to high-definition video to aid in the creation of its extensive and elaborate visual effects shots. This made it the first feature-length film ever to be completed entirely in the digital realm.
What?
Oh, nice.
That's
That's
kind of
pretty
cool.
cool. That is cool.
That is really cool, actually.
I mean, the special effects were pretty bad, but still, nonetheless, it works with the movie.
Yeah.
Okay, so in this TV series Andromeda, Lexa Doig played the avatar of the ship's artificial intelligence, and Lisa Ryder, who plays KM, played a crew member. In this movie, Ryder is an AI construct, and Doig joins the crew members.
Oh shit, nice.
Rooney. All right. Jason
Okay.
versus the Bermuda Triangle, straight to Tubi. All right, I'd watch it.
Jason
What-
versus fucking Sharknado.
No, I have never watched a Sharknado, and I don't think I will.
I still never have.
Yeah.
I've watched parts of it. It's
I
exactly
got it.
what
I got it
is.
right here. Multi-million-dollar, almost $1 billion idea. You ready? Jason versus the Meg.
No. No. No.
So it's
No,
just Drax in the beginning of fucking Guardians 2, just inside stabbing the shit out of the.
No, you know something? I got something better. Well, not even maybe not better, but something none of us have said. Just make a Jason porno.
Oh, I'm
It's
sure they're out
happened.
there.
Probably
They're out there.
It's
It's
there.
probably been done.
We can make it better. We can make it better.
Jason meets Brody Bruce.
Werewolf?
Sorry, hold on. I gotta think about this one.
I've seen the Sharkopus, but I never heard of a Sharkopus.
Mallrat, or meet the cast of Mallrats, or meet the cast of Jaws. That would be my two. And so if
Jason
they're
meets
on the
Scooby Doo.
Oh, see,
Okay.
there you
Yes.
It's right behind me.
go. Done.
Ding, ding, ding.
All right.
All
All right, Chad. What's up?
Let's see. Brodsky was possibly going to be a playable character in Friday the 13th, the game, as a means for the player to kill Jason on the Grendel map in place of Tommy, but
Oh, that
the
would've been
Grendel
cool.
map, along with the Uber Jason skin, was canceled due to the lawsuit.
Lame.
Bullshit.
Cunningham, dude.
Mhm.
Mm.
Cunningham
name-
robbed us of so much cool shit.
The name Tiamat comes from Babylonian mythology. She is a dragon goddess of the sea who was slain by the god Marduk, who then performed the land from her carcass, and the Grendel spaceship is named after her and is a nod to the monster from the Anglo-Saxon poem Beowulf, which the Grendel was fought and defeated by the warrior Beowulf.
Nice.
Very
Do
nice.
you like that one, Chad? I have to ask you that question because Grendel was a comic book and Tiamat is a D&D goddess.
Right.
So, I
Although
love-
it depends on which realm you're in, because in Dragonlance she's Takesis.
interesting.
Brody,
Well,
I would love an X Files episode where they would just go investigate. Jason. It would be a great X Files episode, dude.
Well, if you remember, what led up to the Friday the 13th remake was originally that was supposed to be a supernatural episode.
Correct.
I mean, it
Thank
was
you.
a supernatural
Thank you.
episode.
Mm-hmm.
Just a very long one.
You're not going to tell me it wasn't, dude, because I'm sorry, but after watching Supernatural, watching them boys in any other movie, I'm like, no, it's fucking Supernatural now, God, especially that.
Dude, I love the fact that was filming at the same time as My Bloody Valentine, and Jensen and Jared would just call each other and prank each other all the time. It's like
Now,
they acted like
They're-
legit brothers.
Now, My Bloody is a little different, like feels a little different to me because he's the bad guy in it, but because, you know what I mean? Like, because of the reboot, I'm just like, man, I feel just Ackles needs to show up, and it literally is just Supernatural at this point, dude. Like,
Essentially, yeah.
you know, no shotguns with salt or anything.
Keep
but-
going, Chad.
Okay, let's see where I talked about it being leaked online and how it hurt it. David Cronenberg's cameo was done as a favor to his former protege, Jim Isaac. for loaning
Nice.
his Canadian-based production crew to him. In exchange, he wanted to get killed on screen.
And it was awesome.
Yeah, it was wonderful.
He was like the only one that really got the on-screen kind of kill in the beginning. Like everybody else either got maybe a neck twist or something like him off-screen.
I love it when he runs away.
Although we did get, I personally love the little scorpion fucking neck yank.
Get over here!
Yeah. How do you not say that during when you see that scene?
I know. Okay, the virtual 80s simulation scene included in the third act as a distraction for Jason was originally meant to be much more detailed, including a number of topless women playing volleyball. One idea even included the appearance of Pamela Voorhees, Jason's mother, and even
Topless?
though.
God.
Oh wow, we are. They're topless. Nice.
Nice.
B. Arthur. Going back to last week.
Just last week we talked about that. Yeah.
Go watch Airheads, buds.
Okay, so he went so far to have Jason attack his mother, showing the extent of just how evil he has become. And of course, the idea was dropped when Betsy Palmer turned down the role.
Ah. Nice.
Jason being blasted to pieces by KM and reanimating into Uber Jason through nanotechnology was meant to be a plot twist revealed in the third act. However, all of the marketing and trailers immediately spoiled this fact.
Yeah.
Even the theatrical poster gives it away, and that pisses me off. That should have been kept a secret.
Yeah, honestly, that was the whole thing of the thing because it was just like evil gets an upgrade, and you'd always hear fucking bodies from drowning pool, and it would show him coming out of the fucking thing that first like scene, and then just like
Every cover art had the steel mask on it.
Yep.
I want the slash through.
that would have been
like 5'4" mask on his face on that poster.
No, that would have been way better to actually fully keep that a secret. I feel like that would have just been like a what fucking Terminator, Jason, dude. Because imagine just like talking to your boys after seeing that big reveal, dude. Just like
that'd be like holy shit,
right?
Well, you have to think back. Then you have to talk back. Like, no, he wasn't always steel and metal and half a blue shirt. He was half a blue shirt, plastic mask that he found from a handicapped guy. You know what I mean?
Anything else, Chad Diddy?
The scene where Stoney opens the door and gets stabbed to death and his blood sprays in Kintz's face, she screams. Melody Johnson's reaction was real. According to the audio commentary, the effects guys weren't supposed to spray the blood liquid into her face, and it was accidental. She was screaming not because she just saw her boyfriend die, but because the fake blood substance was burning her eyes. The take was kept because of Johnson's authentic reaction.
They're like, you know what? We almost blinded this girl, but it looked fantastic.
We're gonna keep it as part of the movie. It's just evidence.
Fucking A, dude. Well, it works. It looks well.
When Jason becomes Uber or gets an upgrade, he doesn't actually physically kill anyone with his new form, as he knocks KM's head off, but she's still functional. Waylander blows himself up in a vain attempt to kill him, and Janessa gets sucked out of the ship after Jason punched a hole in it.
This sucks on so many levels.
That was the best.
Tampers don't count as they weren't real.
Bro, when he just punches through that fucking hull like nothing, like fucking tinfoil. Like
It's
I
like
love
fucking
that.
RoboCop.
Right? That's what I thought.
See, that's the one thing that upsets me though.
The new RoboCop game drops soon. Can't wait.
Oh,
I'm still iffy on that.
I'm gonna get it. I don't give a shit.
Depending on
I'm
the
literally gonna
price.
shoot every motherfucker in the dick. That is literally
In the
my
dick,
goal.
yes.
That is my goal.
If
There
that
better
is
be an
not-
achievement for 50
If that
dick
is not an
shots.
achievement, god
Right.
damn it, it needs to be.
Dude,
Kill
I
every person in the
love
dick.
how that was included as one of his fatalities in Mortal Kombat.
Fucking, it was yeah, it was, dude.
when does that game come out?
RoboCop game. Hold on,
November,
I'll look
I
up.
think.
We'll,
It's
No, it's everyone's
ahead,
already
Jason.
playing it right now. So they're
But-
playing the beta and they're saying it's kind of
November
shitty.
2nd.
November 2nd. But so anyway, I was saying that's the one part that upsets me is that Uber Jason did not get a kill. Honestly, it would have been great to watch him
He
literally
did get a
just
kill.
rip someone. No, a good one. A good one.
Yeah,
That
sleeping
Jason
bag
deserved.
kill.
That Jason deserved. Remember, they don't count, so you can't count it as a kill.
No, but that wasn't Uber Jason.
He
Yeah, it
killed
was.
Vronsky
VR.
when they went through the atmosphere.
Yo, man, I do like how Jason can direct himself in space.
Fuck yeah,
based
he
off
can.
of,
Hey,
explosive
because what you
blast.
didn't see was
He's
that
got
there's
rocket
an
boots, man.
He's got a
No.
rocket butthole.
Oh, all right. He's
That's
got
what
one rocket.
one rocket, and what you don't hear is like the Jetsons as he's traveling through space.
What if it's not even a rocket? What if he's just farting, and because he's farting so immensely,
Dude, you guys are hilarious.
ridiculous.
One kill, I think Jason X gets. Uber
Now-
Jason.
Now, do you think Uber Jason had a metal schlong?
Yes.
I don't
And it
think he had any, dude.
I
I
think
think
he
it
had-
was.
And it was.
He had to-
It was.
He had to have
It
had
was
a schlong.
thick. It's
Nope.
You have to look at the
I
cut
think-
of the costume.
I think he went Ken doll, dude. I think
what I'm thinking.
those fucking bitches
he was more robot.
Those nanobots said no wiener.
he just looked like a fucking he like a store mannequin, bro.
You know what? Let's ask Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan, what do you think? He's more machine now than man. Twisted and evil.
Yeah, I mean, did they give Darth Vader a penis? No. I mean, maybe.
Don't know.
He had a
Yeah.
What's that?
burnt weenie.
Burnt weenie?
Yeah, remember.
He left
like,
it on the grill a little
Put
bit.
a hot dog in the microwave for like a minute. That's what it looked like.
You have to remember Darth Vader only had 2 children and became a robot, and he hated the universe after that. Welcome to Star Wars.
But he didn't know he had children.
No,
Right.
he
He
didn't.
died.
And no wiener.
I still say they were Obi-Wan's, dude. He macked that shit on the side. Anyways, no. Anything else, Chad Daddy?
Yeah, filmed was a short scene in the beginning of the movie where the girlfriend of the soldier guarding Jason brings him brownies and a blanket. She then has
Aw.
him take pictures of her with the sedated Jason until Rowan comes in and chews them out. It also revealed how Jason broke free when the soldier put the blanket over him. He pulled free an IV line feeding Jason sedatives.
Oh,
Wow, I
see.
feel like that would have been a lot
Yeah,
like a
that was
cool,
kinda
crucial
necessary.
scene.
Yeah. Shit.
Huh.
Okay, and lastly, after the 2017 release of Friday the 13th, the game, it was teased that the cyborg Jason X incarnation would be playable in the game the following year. However, Victor Miller, screenwriter of the original Friday the 13th, exercised his legal creative rights and served a lawsuit regarding residual profits he felt he was owed by the film franchise and tie-in media that resulted from the original movie. As a result, the game halted the release of new characters and features. Although a partial version of Jason X already existed in the game's files and could be activated with a hack, the fully playable version of Jason X was never released for the game.
But the mods made him actually fully work, right? Like they actually.
Yeah, but
figured stuff out.
he doesn't have. I don't think he had his kills.
It's
Okay.
It's boo.
But
still
I
might
know-
pick that up for
I
$5,
have-
dude. What the fuck?
I have the game soundtrack and the Jason X music cues are on the soundtrack, so that part was finished.
Oh, really? Nice, dude. That's awesome.
That's
Hell yeah,
just
bro.
sad that those two older men just can't fucking get over it. And just like, look, you both could make millions right now. You are both taking millions.
But I
Everybody
think
comes
that's
down to
Victor's-
greed, man.
I think that's Victor's point, though, is that he's not making the money off of it the way Cunningham is.
Or was
Especially if
now.
they
Or
have
was, yeah.
equal, or especially if they did it on equal terms in the beginning, you know.
But do you do it for the money or the love? That's
The
my
money.
question.
Well, now
He
it's
went for the
money.
fucking money because
Do
at
it
that
for the
point,
love, and then it
I
goes
do it
into the
for
money.
love. The money falls after that. If you
See,
do it for the love,
I have my only problem is that I don't really feel like Victor Miller's owed all that money because he
I
had
also
nothing
agree with that,
to do.
dude.
He had nothing to do with it after part one. He didn't. It was back when it was called A Long Night at Camp Blood.
I do feel like a lot of it is just comes down to greed, man. Like
It
some
is.
people just come down to like sometimes like okay, this kind of goes into the whole like actor strike thing. I agree. Like I'm happy they got what their thing, but then sometimes not stealing obviously image wise, but sometimes man, you get paid for the work that you do, and that's it.
Yeah.
If you get residuals, okay, and that should be contracted in right from the get go. But to expect them after the fact in hindsight, sometimes, no, man, that's just a greed pull to me.
I would love to keep getting paid for work I did years ago.
Fucking right, I would, dude.
Like, who
Right?
wouldn't? Like, come on.
But you know, that's
But
not
that
the
also
world.
it also goes to show though that Cunningham also definitely knew that he was going to screw him over way back then too. Let's be real. to some
Come
sort
on,
of degree.
this is what I would do. Like if I were us people, the people that actually listen to this broadcast, if I made like a killer screenplay or a killer horror movie or a killer walk down YouTube video, I don't want fucking money on that. I want people to love it and promote it and then spread it. That's my thought. Sorry, I'm weird.
You should. What people need to do is do like the George Lucas route, where when he made Star Wars, he didn't make his money. He didn't make his millions and millions of dollars from the movies. He made it from the merchandise.
Mhm.
Merchandising. You got
Because
Spaceballs the
he-
flamethrower. Spaceballs the
he said, I will take a lower percentage off the back end.
But
I just want. He's like, I want the merchandising rights. That's where I want, and that was a smart move.
well, you're
It
taking it off of franchising at that point and character likeness. Like he's one of the. Sorry, Chad. I'm going to disagree with you on this one. He took their likenesses and exploited them a little bit. You know what I mean?
But they're making money off it too.
Eh,
You can't use an actor's likeness without their permission.
No, yeah, you can't.
No.
they didn't get paid for it though.
Oh yes, they did.
Yeah, they did.
Did
If
they?
not, yes, they did. Trust me.
Good. Was there anything else, Chad Daddy? We're at an hour 36. So
I had a lot of stuff about the Jason versus Jason X comic and stuff like that, but we're running low on time. I don't have time.
Dude, you want the short story of that comic? It's fucking stupid. I liked it.
I
liked it.
It's
I
fun.
love it.
It's fun visually. I can tell you that.
I know, but it's like
It was stupid how they brought like physical Jason back. He just regrew
that's
out
the
of
thing
the.
because it's like because first of all, even he's not going to be able to fight Ubers. Like I don't give a shit what you say, and the whole comic is them like they're like punching each other, and they're like, oh wait. Here's all these people. Hold on, let's split off. We'll kill these people. All right, now we're gonna punch each other again. Oh, more people to kill over here. And it's like that was just the 2 or 3 fucking. I don't know.
See,
Listen, I
I'm
like
kinda-
it for what it is, but at the same time, I can admit that it's dumb.
I'm kind of the same way about Jason versus Freddy versus Ash. I thought it was really fucking stupid.
Yeah, like cool concept, and I love that they did it, but still, it was just like this is dumb.
Yeah, it was
Like,
very. dumb.
I can admit to that. Whatever, dude.
And the second one was even worse.
Never read the second one, but all right, boys, we're gonna get to our main questions. If you guys are good, is
Yes.
there anything else, Chad? Unless you
Nope.
okay,
We're good.
Cool. All righty, thank you for all those. All right, we're gonna try to rush through these as fast as possible. What format did we watch this on, boys?
Screen
Blu-ray.
Factory Blu-ray.
Scream Factory Blu-ray.
Yeah, original.
Baby. DVD. All right, douche of the film.
The chick that gets shot out of the space pod.
Yeah. The fucking
Period.
Oh, yeah, I kind of forgot about her for a second.
Yeah, she was a bit of a cunt.
yeah, the one that was like,
Yeah.
no,
Right?
no,
It's like
fuck you, bitch. Open
that's
it.
where it's like if you were in the vicinity, that's a backhand. Like get out of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure.
We're in an
She's a
emergency
douche.
situation.
I'm still going to go Professor Lowe because he was still just like, you know something? He has a valuable thing. And now let's just all get killed.
He's the new age Burke.
He's
I
bad.
am gonna give it to him just because he wanted all that money, and when the guy said, "What about the kids?" He's like, "They're kids. The educational experience will be enough for them."
Hey, sounds just like Cuntingham.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Man, it's hard.
That's what she
'Cause I
said.
really do hate that chick in that scene because you're just like, oh, you fucking bitch.
And she blows him, like, leaves two alive, and she shoots herself out, and then dies and blows up the ship.
Right,
That's
just because
mine.
she's having a meltdown where it's like, why'd you close the door? It's like you could have let your friends in. Like he wasn't that close. I'm still going the professor though, man. I feel like he's meant to be the ultimate douche.
Yeah.
And still going back to the grunt scene of him just try to lie to tell everybody, to calm everybody down, but they clearly know what the fuck's going on. All right, favorite kill.
Ooh.
Head
Smash.
smash.
I'm going with the Marine on the corkscrew.
I was
Love it.
thinking that myself.
I love that. That's always stuck in my mind. That one and the head smash, but I gotta go with the corkscrew.
David Cronenberg.
Ooh,
Just the fact that Jason takes that spear and just goes, nope, fuck you.
there you go, Gene.
I'm going Jason when they blow him up.
Oh,
When they
all right.
explode him. Like, I love
I
that
like it.
scene.
All right. I think I'm going to go with the corkscrew with Chad Daddy. I just like that. Nice. I like the rotate down. It's always a good shot.
Mel's face in that scene was priceless.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was like,
Were you just watching her the whole time
I
and not the
was.
movie?
I was
You're
because
like,
I already know.
you know,
I know the
you
movie.
know.
Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can
yeah.
close my eyes and tell you that movie fucking frontwards and backwards.
You're
But I'm
watching
just
her while
watching
you're
her.
like, while you're swatting off the dudes in her DMs. And,
Yes, that shit was hilarious.
bro, that post kills me, man.
I fucking love that.
was good.
I do too.
I'm gonna
Okay.
start posting screenshots of the DM soon,
Please do.
Yes.
I'm sure they're
Oh,
great.
yes.
bro. There's dudes having one-sided conversations in there, and it's
I'm
fucking
sure.
My friend
hilarious.
Holly used to do that. She called it Holly's inbox, and she would put these up at least once a week of these people having conversations with her. Funny
That's
shit. She
fucking
stopped doing
hilarious.
that after she got a boyfriend, unfortunately. But that was some funny ass stuff.
All right, boys. Best scene.
The Uber Jason reveal.
Ooh.
That is a great scene.
It's a toss up for me between KM fucking up Jason or the virtual Crystal Lake.
Virtual Crystal Lake was fun, but there's just something about the music that's playing and that Uber Jason reveal just through the fucking smoke.
Yeah. Yes, I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna agree with Scoobs on that. Yeah.
I'm going virtual Crystal Lake. I just love it because it even changed. The music even changes to go OG.
I love the Cronenberg intro because I'm like, why is David Cronenberg in this film? And I'm like, that's awesome. That's my favorite.
This is a tough one, man. The intro is really good, for sure. The grunt scene's solid, but we already talked about that. I mean, that's just a copy, anyways. Copy and paste. Fuck, dude. Uber is pretty sweet. I think I'm gonna go VR scene though, because I'm glad it was. I'm glad they went back to it. You know what I mean? It wasn't just a one-off. So they set it up well, and it looked solid, man. You know what I mean? It looked cool. It looked cool. Just was like, because here's Terminator Jason in the middle of the woods. Like, all right,
Literally.
cool. And you're like, you know what? If the series continues somehow with that, I can get on with that, dude. Like, that's cool.
So we could have almost got that if they brought
Yes, we
virtual,
could've.
brought him into the game, unless he had just been locked for the Grendel map.
I don't think they would have. I think
No, there's no
I think
way.
he would have been playable, because then that way you could just throw randomly part 2 on Grendel. You know what I mean? So then you like, why the fuck that? Why not?
Then in that case, Uber Jason should have been in full on rage mode the entire game, just walking through doors nonstop.
Yeah. Oh.
I mean,
Agree.
yeah. Okay, boys. Worst moment or scene?
Wait, what?
Worst moment or scene.
or scene.
Your mic kind of sounded really weird.
Yeah, yours
Sorry.
is doing what Chad Daddy's does.
Oh, is it better now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're good.
Worst.
all of the off-screen kills is really the only thing I could think.
I'm gonna say any scene that showed that Kinza chick, because I just couldn't stand her, especially when she was all frantic and shit. Like I hated her so much.
I mean, she was cute when she was getting it on.
Jeez.
Yo, is that what? So let me ask you, man. Is it the scent of a woman orgasm? Is that what brings Jason to life? Because man, like when she got,
Yeah,
her,
as soon as
he
she
was
went,
like, "Na-na-na-na-na," like you know what I mean? Like he's strong.
I got that.
He popped up like a fucking
Wow,
boner, bro.
You got that dead
Yeah,
eye
so
boner going.
he stood up just like her man's boner did.
Exactly. But he was like,
Worst moment.
because like obviously the professor was getting his, but he didn't. He was kind of twitching then, but when she was
Jason
getting hers, he was like, "Hello."
He didn't want
Yeah,
none of that nipple play.
The professor was probably getting pegged.
Oh God, yeah. Oh yes.
He was the bitch.
Worst scene is the Pac-Man looking ship when it puts its legs down and looks like a ghost.
Okay.
I hate that ship. I think it's stupid. Hate that fucking.
Yeah, I might have to agree with Gene. I feel like any of the exterior siege shots with just terrible CGI are probably honestly the worst. Like they're okay, but it's just like, ugh.
That goes back to the whole Sci-Fi Channel feel of it.
It is 100%. All
I
right,
feel-
boys. So, sorry, Bob.
I was gonna say I feel like worst moment for me is Todd Farmer's like kill. It's just the most lackluster kill you could ever get. And I'm just like, really? All he gets is a little blood on it, whatever. So yeah, that, to me, I feel is just such a man, you really threw it away moment.
All right.
I feel bad because I did all my behind the scenes stuff. Jane, you said you had pages of notes and you didn't get a chance to talk about it.
That's all right. We talk too much about other stuff. What do you
Um,
want? What do you want to know?
I have no idea. I don't even know what you wrote down there, buddy.
I went kills like for sure.
Oh, I always write the kills down.
So I got one real quick for the movie itself. So Jim Isaac worked on this. He obviously worked on Horror Show. That was the first time him and Kane Hodder worked together.
Correct.
I don't think I've ever watched that one.
It's not
a fun
bad.
movie.
Non-counted deaths, trivial. You don't want to hear my notes. They're fucking crazy.
All
Just like
right,
that.
well then, boys, and I feel like I already know the answer to this one. Did the opening scene hook you in?
Oh, hell
Yep.
yeah, buddy.
Yes.
Sure did.
Fucking right, dude. It was awesome. Dude, it didn't even start it off like it didn't take any time, man. It was just boom, we're here.
2 minutes in, it's just like 70 of you are gone.
Yep. It was great though. That's a good way to bring it in by the 10th installment. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, you know. Okay. Most attractive character.
Rowan.
There's so many to pick from, and I do
Janessa.
love
I'm going
Rowan.
Janessa.
Janessa was the open. Sure,
Yeah.
like this,
Yes.
right? All right.
She,
you said
yeah.
Scoobs
said
used to
Rowan.
who?
Rowan.
Main. Sorry, Main.
How great was it that the main character was also the crazy Ralph of this movie?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't think
It
about
was.
that.
Hey, yeah. Wow.
I
The whole
got,
time, you're all gonna die.
I got
Wait,
Cyborg.
was she colored? Was she colored like Ralph? I didn't even notice that.
No.
Like, was her? Oh, I was
No.
like, yo, bro, if like she had like Ralph themed colors going on, like that would have been even a cooler, random subtle nod.
Okay, so go ahead, Gene.
I got Cyborg. That's my favorite one.
That's who I was going for. Was Cam? She was
Yeah.
hot.
It's
She
just
is.
the perfect person in that whole movie. Not the hottest, not the coolest. She's that's the one you want to be with.
I'm going with the senior lab advisor.
No.
Oh, she was
Ooh.
smoking.
She was really hot.
And then when
Yep.
Jason grabs her and her
Yeah,
boob
you get that
Yeah.
little bit of under bit.
boob. Oh man,
What's wrong with us when we're watching a woman get killed and we're like, oh, this is fucked up, and then she gets a little underboob. We're like, hey.
Again, but again, I gotta give honorable mention to the Marine girls. They were both really hot too.
Yes,
No,
they
dude,
were.
everybody was, man. I'm just saying, like, for some reason, that girl she reminds me very much of like MK3 Sonya Blade. Like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's what I'm like, yo, dude. Mm-hmm.
Who, by the way, is still really
Oh,
hot.
was it Carrie Fisher?
Carrie
No,
Hoskins?
Carrie Hoskins, yes. Mm.
Still really hot.
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
Listen,
She's still got the fucking 6-pack.
Bro, yeah, dude, because she works out fucking every day, man. It's
who's going to
ridiculous.
get you out of that spaceship? The Cyborg is.
Hell yeah,
Even if it's just a head. I'm taking her.
you're getting a little head at the end.
At least the mouth still works.
Oh god, so
damn.
it's just gonna be that scene from fucking no, not Hostel. What is it? Fuck, what was that French movie?
No.
High
Fuck.
tension.
High Tension. Yes, thank you. Okay. All right. Did the score set the mood? I'm gonna say fuck yeah,
Yeah.
it did, dude.
Yeah,
It was
it
awesome.
did.
Absolutely.
Favorite character?
KM.
Hmm.
I agree. I gotta give it to KM.
It's Cyborg.
Yeah.
No joke.
No, you know something? I'm going with the engineer Lou, because he was just the most like, you know something? What the fuck is going on here?
He was a good
fuck
one.
with He
You know
said,
what?
"You fuck with an engineer, you're getting a waste hose in your bunk."
Yeah. And you know what? I want to know his story. I want to know
Yes.
about the Microsoft
Yes.
shit going down,
The
dude.
cat-
We were
Captain
beating
of
each
the
other up
station.
with our own limbs, like
You know what? I want
Yo,
to take a
my
page
dude.
from Bobby's book, and I'm definitely going to go with another side character. I'm going to go with the pilot.
Yeah, he was cool.
Yeah.
Mel
oh
goes,
yeah.
Mel goes, so you're telling me 400 years in the future, they're still wearing cowboy hats?
Why
Yes.
not?
Hey, wasn't Danny McBride wearing one in fucking that
He's
Alien
not
movie?
now.
Alien Covenant.
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
Why not, man? It's a style. Some people still like it. I'd be wearing a flat brim hat, dude, if I was still in
Hey,
2455, bro.
it's the new frontier, man. I mean, it's the new Wild West out in space.
Fucking
It'd be like
A, bro.
seeing somebody walking around right now wearing a Spanish conquistador helmet.
Awesome. It'd be awesome. All right. We don't have a song.
You know what? I'm because it's in all the previews and all the commercials and everything. You gotta give it
Bodies.
to bodies.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
Yeah, but it's all
It wasn't in the movie, but it was part of the advertisement. So
It was definitely hard advertisement, dude.
that's a
Did it
good
have a
point.
soundtrack? I'm sure that was on there. No.
It's a
No.
theatrical soundtrack.
the only soundtrack is the score.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's
Right.
cool.
I have it sitting right over here.
Alrighty. So then that takes us to
that reminds me. Hold on.
oh.
Chat's going off.
Don't come, don't come, don't come.
Where'd he go? We lost Chad Daddy completely. All right.
Man, he's fine. He'll be back.
Bum, 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 bum. We're gonna kill some dead space here. Oh man.
So I still think Cronenberg and Hodder were the two things that brought me into this movie. And I'm just talking while Chad talks.
Honestly, to me, it was just because I was like, oh shit, it's a new Jason movie. I must own this. Like I didn't really even
Yeah,
care.
pretty much.
I had no idea what I was even getting into, dude. I was at that right age where I was just buying any movie because I was like, yo, this looks cool.
So 400 years in the future, we have to think about that.
You guys are gonna love this.
Okay, here we go.
Bum, bum, bum.
He's got the record. No.
The novel?
Oh, his novel. Oh shit.
And one of the tie-in novels that were a sequel.
Planet of the Beast. Fuck yeah.
There's a tie-in novel?
Oh, there was
Yeah,
like
there's
five.
Yeah, there was like
of
5 or 6 of them.
What? Really?
These are in pristine condition, never even been read.
And they are pricey as fuck, Chad.
Do they
Daddy.
have it out there digitally where you can actually still read it though? Because like I would like
I'm
to
sure
actually
somewhere
read those.
somebody has it
That'd be
uploaded.
interesting. That's cool. I did not know about. I knew the first novelization. I didn't know there was like full fucking series.
Mhm.
That's dope.
There is Jason X, Jason X2, Planet of the Beast, and To the
Yeah.
Third Power.
It's the same with the Aliens movies.
Is Planet of the Beast
And the
just him
Experiment.
fighting Planet of the Apes?
The second
love-
book. The second
They're
book is
all
called
good.
The Experiment.
Okay.
Oh, hold on.
Okay,
It's Jason X.
Planet of the Beast. In the far future, the grim legend of Jason Voorhees has passed into history, his unspeakable killing sprees all but forgotten. But on planet 666, the sinister Dr. Bardox has discovered the comatose body of Jason and plans to clone his undead flesh to create a controllable living weapon. However, Bardox unwittingly revives the synthetic monster, and soon his crew are fighting for their lives against the unstoppable Jason Voorhees.
Interesting.
So the first book is Jason X. Then it's The Experiment. Then book number 3 is Planet of the Beast. Then there's Death Moon, and To the Third Power is the 5th book.
I think Death Moon is the hardest and to find and most expensive, if I'm
That's
not mistaken.
ridiculous.
And then they
Oh, these
also
things go for a couple $100 a piece.
I
Well,
believe
here's
it.
the funny part is around that same time they released Friday the 13th books, Church of the Divine Psychopath, Hell Lake, Hate, Kill, Repeat, with pre-Uber Jason on the covers.
Nice, dude.
Holy shit, Chad Daddy.
Huh.
That first Jason X book
The novelization of the movie?
is on Amazon for $1,500.
Is it hardback first edition?
No, paperback.
It was just paperback.
They were all
It says
paperback.
it is paperback, and it says $15.99.97 is what they have it for.
Wow, that's good. I love that. That's cool.
Holy shit!
That's ridiculous.
And some other places have it for $400.
Hell yeah, Sean. Thank you for joining, homie.
Hell yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
All right,
man.
boys. I feel like this is a really easy one to answer, but was it scary?
No, it's
No.
silly, it's goofy,
No.
it's just a fun movie.
It's fun. Yes, that's a great answer. It's just fun all around. It's what I wanted to see in a Jason film. It's perfect. Like if I wanted to go see a scary one, I'd see the first one.
So you said this came out on your birthday. What? How old were you? How old did you turn?
Thank you, Emily. See you later.
Was
I'll
I?
see you. Thank you.
I'm gonna say I'm 20 at that point.
Okay,
It's
I thought
2000,
it was. I thought it was.
2002.
2001. So I didn't turn 21 until 2002.
It was your 21st birthday then.
Yeah, correct.
That's what I thought it was.
I was gonna say, didn't you say you wasted on there? Not that would have mattered.
Oh
but-
yeah.
Oh, I-
Drunk as a skunk.
I just got juiced. I'm like, hey, Chad, hey, Kevin, hey, Barrett's, let's go watch this movie because I
Yeah,
wanted
it was
I
your
wanted to
idea.
go see it.
Yep.
Alrighty, boys. Does this hold up today? Well, for
Yes.
me, it does.
Yeah, fuck yeah,
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's a cheese ball of a movie, and it works
Mhm.
well. How's the acting?
Fucking
Cheesy.
soap opera-ish.
Shitty. But I think it's
Cheesy.
supposed to be.
Cheesy. Yeah. Cheese. Yeah.
Yep.
I call it perfect, but that's cheesy.
For what it is,
Perfect,
yeah.
perfect for the recipe that they had for this movie.
Yeah,
Correct.
cheese and whiz. That's about it. Right out of the can. Alrighty. Cinematography. I don't really think it was anything fucking to write home about.
Nothing to brag about. No.
The sets looked nice, but the external CGI shots were really
Yeah,
bad.
CGI was bad.
Yeah, they were.
CGI
horrible
was
there.
bad completely.
All
Although
right.
I did like the shot of the girl's face going into the
Liquid
into
nitrogen.
the liquid nitrogen. That was really nice.
Yeah.
That and the
Yeah.
and the slinking down the drill. I dig that too. So yeah, I'll give you that. Alrighty. And so did we like the premise? Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
fucking Jason in space.
Definitely.
Let's fucking go.
Jason in space.
Jason in space, motherfuckers.
All right. And was
Wow.
the climax satisfying?
Yes.
I say
Yes.
yes.
I like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Because
There's a
how
good
else,
ending to it.
how else are you going to stop this Uber Jason? You burn him up in the fucking atmosphere.
Right.
Yep.
But I
Yeah,
would
man.
love to see him with the mask that we see at the end. I would love to see how he gets
Yes!
that on.
Dude, I would love a sequel to this
I'm waiting. Gene's got
It's
something
in the
to say.
comics.
Here's my problem with the.
film.
So it's 400 years in the future. He travels back to Earth through the atmosphere. You know he's going to live. Where do you put him? I'd put time. I'd do Bill and Ted.
He's in a fucking lake already.
Well, it's
I
Earth
mean,
2, so we
yeah,
don't,
it's
I mean,
Earth
it's a
2.
whole new Earth. We don't know. It's
But
weird.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
Honestly, you don't go Crystal Lake, but it just turns into whatever camp it is now
it's Lake
known
Cri-
as New Camp Blood or whatever. You know what I mean?
He accidentally lands in Lake Crystal. Lake
Lake-
Billy Crystal.
Crystal Springs. Yes. Alrighty, boys. Are we gonna recycle, rewind, remake, or reboot?
rewind. There's
Yep.
no joke.
That's unanimous. Okay, and now we can rate this bitch. So once again, Brody gave us 4.2. Mr. Gallo gave us a 3.5. Gene, what do you got out of 5, bud?
4-2. I got it up
4.2.
there. It's one of my favorite Jason films.
Word. Scuba,
I'm going high, and I don't give a shit. 4-5.
4.5. Meat Mountain, buddy. What do you got, buddy?
4-3.
4.3. Man, I feel like Gallo is gonna hate himself when he realizes how like low it seems out of a 5, but whatever. Chad Daddy,
I'm going to agree with Bobby. I'm going to go to 4-3.
4.3.
John.
And I'm gonna go 4.2. I think I'm gonna go with the road, which we need to divide by 7.
roll.
Jesus Christ, we got a big one this week, don't we?
That's what she said.
Brody called it 4.2,
4.2. Fuck
He's
yeah.
good at that.
Wow.
Very good.
4.17 to be exact. So yeah. Alrighty, sweet. So that's a 4.2 for Jason X, which concludes our Friday the 13th movies for 2023.
For now, yes.
For now.
Yes.
We are
for
coming
now.
back to it because we've already decided we're doing the Freddy movies next year.
Yep.
And we'll do Freddy versus Jason, and God help us.
We're gonna
probably
do
get
them.
remakes.
We're gonna. Hey, I like the
I
Friday
love the
remake.
I like the Friday remake. I'm not so keen on.
So you know what we need to do there? We need to do Nightmare first, and then Friday after.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it since it was in theaters.
Although
Maybe
no, because Nightmare. Well, it
Nightmare
doesn't
came
know,
after.
Yeah, I was gonna say Nightmare didn't come after.
I would do Nightmare first.
I would personally do it first, just as like, so that way you got Friday as a palette.
We want
Shake
we want to George Costanza this. We want to finish on a high note.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. That's it.
All right. So I would say that's pretty solid score for this fucking movie,
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
especially for this group. Okay. So Chad Eddie, what do we cover next week, homie?
Next week we are doing Mayhem, a movie I have no clue about.
Same here. I've never seen it.
Nothing about this movie. I don't even know who's in it.
Is that a Brody
Uh,
pick?
I
That
believe
is
so.
a me pick.
Oh.
Yeah. So we have Stephen Ewan in it.
Oh,
From Walking
yes.
Dead fame.
Yes.
Samara
Yes.
Weaving, Joe Lynch, Dallas Roberts. This is
Are you talking
on
2017, right?
It's
Yep,
a zombie flick,
2017.
right?
I do not know. I've never watched it. That's why I put it on the list. It's on
I-
Tubi, Roku, Plex for free, and everywhere else. So
Love that Tubi.
fucking right, bro. I got it on DVD. I never even opened it, and that's why I was like, "Yo, I'm putting this shit on the list because I've heard good things." I don't know. Spare
gonna
Weaver's hot, so it's gonna work.
It'll be fun for you.
I don't.
First time watch.
I don't think she's as hot as everybody else does. There's just something about.
No,
Man,
I
you could throw
I
her.
agree with
You
that.
could throw that whole treasure trove of like her, Margot Robbie. What's the original one there? That's the original Margot Robbie. I'm forgetting her name right now. From fucking My Name Is Earl.
Jamie
Her too.
Jamie
Jamie Presley.
Oh,
Give me her.
yeah.
Like, that's a lot of fun right there.
Something
They all
about-
look the same. They're like the same fucking architect, dude. Like, or architecture, whatever.
Well, it's like
They're all
Katy
blurred.
Perry and Zoe Deschanel.
True.
Well, Zoe.
Bite your tongue. That Katy Perry cannot hold a candle to Zoe.
They
Zoe
look a lot alike.
Whoa! Not drunk at the aunt at the wedding, Katy Perry, but we're talking young, fresh on the
Kissed a
scene.
girl,
I
like,
kissed a
I
girl.
kissed a girl,
Yes,
Katy
thank
Perry.
you, Scoobs. Thank you, Scoobs. I'm right there with you, homie. That's Katy Perry that sits in my head.
Mhm.
I got Zoe all day long.
Same. I'm with Gene. Zoe's
Although
got,
I
that,
do like,
she's got that cute quirkiness to her.
you know what I like her in the most though? Not even New Girl. It was fucking Your Highness.
Yeah,
Did you guys ever see that movie?
I did. I fucking love that movie.
No, I actually
But she's
didn't.
possessed and she's trying to suck the fucking dick
Yeah.
on his necklace, and he's like, "No, stop that!"
Yes, yes, man. Is the best
It's a
Zoe.
great movie. If you haven't seen it,
So
watch it.
stupid.
I think it's
dude.
on Tubi.
I'm sure it is. Alrighty, boys. Do we have anything nerdy? We're already at our 2-hour mark.
I got
so-
nothing.
I don't think there's anything.
Nothing
The only
that's
thing I
really,
got next Tuesday, boom, MK Legends cage match drops. So you know
Yes!
your boy's gonna be getting that shit, dude.
Yes.
17th it drops that shit.
Oh, I can't wait.
I
Fucking
guess
right, dude.
I guess in the horror realm, I can say, well, not really good news, but Exorcist Believer is out, and it is really not doing very.
I've heard it's
well.
doing pretty bad.
It's.
What? I thought it was
I heard it was a bad movie.
I heard it
So-
was bad,
there's
but the box office.
a lot of people. No,
Oh, I didn't. I thought box office was doing well just because people were seeing
Yeah.
it, but I heard the movie itself was tanked.
no,
Like,
I
was
heard that
considered bad.
it's not as good. But Saw 10 is doing wonderful, and that was really fucking good, actually.
So apparently, what happened with Exorcist is that they took out a lot of the supernatural aspect because they wanted it to be believable.
The first one was believable.
What?
the fuck?
Why?
I don't fucking
Why
know.
can't
but
you
that-
make
that came
supernatural shit
straight-
believable?
That came from the director's mouth. That they took out a lot of the demons, a lot of the shots that had the demon in it, and a lot of the shit that had to do with the actual demon because they wanted it to be believable.
Isn't this the same
dumb.
piece of shit that directed Halloween?
Halloween,
Ends?
yep.
Fuck
Come
him.
on.
Ends,
Fuck
not
that
even
guy.
like kills or 18, like ends. Like that's the one. It's like, yep.
Yeah. And you know what the best part is? Didn't they want to make that a trilogy?
Yep.
I don't think
Stop
that's.
fucking announcing shit as trilogies.
Yeah, I don't think
Stop
that's
it.
gonna happen. I think
Yes.
that's not
Because they
gonna
did it with
happen.
something else coming up. What the fuck else did they just
Yeah,
announced
no,
something
yeah,
else
you're
coming
right.
out
No,
with a
you're
trilogy.
right. Now I'm trying to remember what was it.
And it is a horror movie, like it's gonna be a horror franchise. But I was like, once again, what is with this
Five
trilogy?
Nights at
announcement?
Freddy's.
No,
It's
that's
not-
not supposed to be a
No.
trilogy.
I
No.
don't know. It was something I was like, I want to see that, but it wasn't something that like really like. It was something that piqued my interest, and I can't remember what the fuck it is now. Doesn't matter. Regardless, it ruins the second movie every time you fucking do that. You're already setting the second movie up for failure. So
The
like,
issue here is like, look, let's also just be real. The Exorcists, I don't care what anybody's, you're never going to ever get what the first ever created, or even the third movie. You're
But here's
never
the
going
thing:
to get
the
that. That's
first
problem.
movie isn't that great of a movie.
No,
Right.
three is better.
Three is
One
way
is-
better.
three is solid, dude.
Three
I
is-
love
three
it.
is way better, but-
solid.
Did you finish it, Johnny?
What's that?
Did you finish it?
No, but like I said, dude, like what I've liked so far, dude, like I've loved it. Maybe I will tonight, dude. I
Like
was
the
with
original
Chris Monday,
Exorcist isn't that great of a movie. Now, for the time it was, and it made people, it caused
Shocking.
this mass panic with Ouija boards and shit. And that movie actually put the bad stigma on Ouija boards, which if you'd like to hear more about, check out my Ouija board episode of Somewhat Supernatural because I dive deep into that,
but fuck yeah,
talking
dude.
about the Exorcist and Ouija boards. But the first movie's not that great. It's not that great. I was scared to watch it for a long time, but it's not that great.
I don't find
See,
it scary.
I'm one of those where I'm like, I think it's still great, but that's also just me.
No, this is why I hated your guys' review on the last one, The Shine, when you talked about The Shine. I was like, ugh. I mean, is
Shine.
it
About
Dr. Sleep.
Dr.
Dr.
Sleep?
Sleep.
Oh,
Doctor Sleep? I don't like that film. Not because I didn't
What?
like the film. No,
What?
I think it's a funny film. So
I
when
don't
you
know, man.
talked about The Shine, then I had to go back and look at all of Stephen King's like Shine movies. And so that's why like one of the list I sent you is Sometimes They Come Back, because to me it's there.
I remember watching that one a lot as a kid. I felt like that one was on air all the time for some reason.
I think
It's
so.
scary. It's
It was all right.
scary.
I remember falling asleep a lot to it.
Yeah.
So last nerdy thing I want to say, but this is kind of like, this is a weird nerd thing, and this is actually maybe more for questioning on Scoobs of like when we should have an episode of this for somewhat supernatural.
Let's hear it.
Have you boys watched the new Malaysia flight video that's popped out in the last couple of weeks?
Bro.
That's some fucking crazy shit, man. I do not know what to think about that.
The Malaysia flight.
You're talking about the
Remember
little,
the Malaysia flight from 2014
Talking about the
that
orbs?
disappeared? Mm-hmm.
So
There's
there's
this
video.
new video, and it's from two different. It's satellite imaging and drone pickup. Which you got to question: why was there a drone picking this up at the time? But the Malaysian flight there's like 3 other little drones flying around it in a weird circular pattern, and then it literally just disappears off screen completely.
Yep.
And the satellite imaging is thermal. So it's crazy. I'll show you boys after the fact, but just wondering if you guys saw that. Scoobs, obviously you did.
I've seen it.
I didn't see it.
You know I'm on
It's
top of
fucking-
all that kind of
Bro,
shit.
oh, I know. I knew you would be, dude. I've been listening to a couple shit about it the last couple of days.
I don't know,
man. I've been going down a rabbit
You
hole.
gotta show
I'm
me.
so
So.
convinced about those aliens in Mexico or whatever that turned out to be a fucking paper mache.
No. This one isn't like, but this isn't a whole. This idea is not potentially an aliens. This is not anything to do with aliens. This is. Well, it could go a couple different ways, but one thing is they're actually thinking this just might be like technology that this might be a military thing in between countries of like
When's
the
the
next
last time-
potential jump of military tech.
When's the last time you guys watched the Manhattan Project? 1990s film.
It's been a minute.
I've never
There
actually
you go.
watched it.
That's where it is.
But no, I don't know. It's a crazy video. You can take it for what it is. I mean, I don't know. It's
The truth is out there.
you almost wonder if like just because everything's trying to like what do you want to call it? Predictive programming or whatever, like just the way they're throwing everything out with multiverse shit now and stuff like that. I don't know. Is it because everybody just has no ideas, or is it because they're trying to prep us for like
Trying to
Well,
distract us from World War III about to happen.
Stop it. That's bad.
we just no, we go to World War IV because 3
Yeah,
Yeah.
we already happened.
We skipped 3.
What's that? Wasn't it a Family Guy joke or some bullshit?
Yes, it is
Wow.
the Family Guy joke.
All righty, boys. Well, I'm gonna fucking wrap this shit up because we're already at 2:10.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so,
it's time.
We got nothing else nerdy to talk about. So
Yep.
next week we are doing 2017's Mayhem. Once again, you can catch that on Tubi or Flex and all that other shit for free, which is awesome for everybody. Okay, Gene, you want to start us off, sign us out, bud?
Well, look out for The Beekeeper. I'm curious about that movie. January, Jason Statham. It's an action film. I'm an action guy. So check it out. I'm just me. Long hair. Forever.
All right. Scuba Steve.
And as always, I'm your host with the ghost, the prince of the paranormal, the duke of the dead, the ghost daddy, the dean of the deceased, Lord Scuba Cabra, saying, catch you next week.
Bob.
This is your killing machine, Bobby Munsing. We'll see you next week for a little mayhem. And also, it's Halloween season, guys. Get all that candy you can in the stores.
Hell yeah,
fair.
buddy. This is
Check-
your dark Lord of Knowledge, your Chad Daddy, way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, saying, see you next week, bitches.
And I'm your not so mean Fluffmaster Supreme. I can't even talk anymore. Jesus Christ. Big Johnny D saying adios, Gorehounds. Thank you for joining us for another fantastic fucking episode. Thank you, Gene, for joining us.
Thanks, Gene.
And
yes, thank you for coming in.
oh yeah, stay fresh, cheese bags.